Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Oh, shut your mouth.
This is better than the other one he says.
It does so good. Well, it defies. It confounded my expectations, Jeremy. I forgot you were going to do the thing with the wonderful,
mashup.
The mashup.
Yeah.
It's a little bit. Who's the freak guy from in WWE? Who's the guy? Let Me Out. What's that guy?
He's no longer with WWE, but Bray Wyatt.
Did they let him out?
They let him out. They released him on Tuesday.
It has a little bit of that buzz of kind of uncertain, the kind of, it's that kind of like, I like that. But they let him out. Unbelievable. You can't have, that's amazing. That writes itself. Please tell me that everyone the world over has said that.
Yeah, although it's let me in, so now truly let me in has a new meaning. So let me in. I need a job.
Did he go to AEW?
He's just been released, so 90-day. No compete and all that kind of shit.
Anyway, this is not normally what we talk about, but it happened. Like, hey, in the spirit of improvisation, just say what's coming up.
You just talk what's in your head.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Oh, shut your birthday mouth. It is my birthday. Happy birthday to me.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I'm very happy. It's unbelievable. When we started this last year, we had no idea that obviously we were going to keep doing it, and then we did. And obviously it falls on my birthday. Never even thought that would be a thing. And here we are.
And the other interesting thing is, in my memories this week,
yes,
it was our first Don't Get Me Started, i.e. when we rebranded to Don't Get Me Started.
That came up in mine as well.
A year this week.
Incredible.
So yes, lots of special numbers and anniversaries and all that kind of thing. Be that anniversary of your birth or anniversary of the show. It's serendipitous because,
I guess I'm trying to say, is like we never thought it would all come together like this, and this could have been like a Wednesday or something, but it's not. It's a Friday. Happy birthday to me, and thank you very much for coming in for all your wonderful birthday messages. Thank you very much, Mikey. I haven't seen everybody's message. We've got a lot of people in here at the moment. We have a new blanket. Yeah, my mother. I don't know if you guys know the story, but the one that's sitting behind Jeremy, the grey and the white one, what she does is she crocheted this or knits it all together or whatever. Her wonderful...
Does some needly based
She does that shit. And she made this one, which is wonderful. She said, I thought I'd make you one to go on the back of your sofa. I'm like, hey, I love it. I said, but let me tell you something, Mum. I love her... I mean, I'm all about the red. I'm a bit... red. It goes on it's in the stream. She went, I'll make you a red one. So she made me a red. I said red and white, and she said, I tried to make red and white, but it didn't really. It looked very stringy. I didn't like it at all, so I made you one that's red. So yeah, crocheted.
Stringy.
It's just like the white kind of look, kind of
string.
It looked a bit kind of tassely and kind of. She wasn't happy with it. She was unhappy with the creative aspect. She said to my dad, John, this is bullshit. I'm not putting the white in. And that's
much
verbatim.
like you did when she gave you this ring. Like, Mum, fuck's sake, you know how much I like red. What is this shit?
I'm a red
Christ.
guy. I've been saying how much I like red forever.
Do you even know me?
Do you even know me? I mean, just like... Was it Tractor Boy, Ipswich fan? No fucking kidding. Guy called Tractor Boy. Do you know what? I know I'm like taking it off on a tangent there when I saw Tractor Boy, but I used to have a friend that was... I had two friends that were massive Ipswich fans, and I was a Palace fan, and we went to see him, and they were like... Yeah, we're the Tractor Boys, ploughing our way up the Premiership. I'm like, good luck to you. But it so happens, whilst I have zero knowledge of football in any other regard, I actually happen to know that just happened to know that I know that. Welcome in, Tractor Boy. Thank you so much for joining us. I don't know how you found your way here. Do you know?
Well, he says, "Cuz James, Alex." So,
cuz of James. Cuz of James. Well, just listen.
Or because he's James. Do you know a James?
I know many.
Know a James. Everybody knows a James.
I don't know. But at any rate, thank you very much for the happy birthday, Tractor Boy. Cousin James. Oh, your cousin. Oh, James. Oh, I didn't know you supported Ipswich. Welcome in. I did not. When you said cuz, I didn't know you were because. But anyway, welcome in, Tractor Boy. I know exactly. I know him so well. Well, now I do anyway. Well, now that I've established who he is. He's my cousin.
Yeah.
Welcome in, everyone. Who we got in here? Duff's in.
Dave Dog's arrived. Welcome, Dave Dog.
Yes. Happy
Long
birthday.
time no see.
Happy birthday, Alec. He put happy birthday, Alec on my thing as well. Crack me up. Joe's in. Goblin Tea Power is in.
Rooster Beast has arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Invasion McMikey's here.
A lot of people are in.
Goddamn Twitch forgot me. Hey, you know what? I found out that I was following him, obviously.
Yes.
But I'd turn the notifications off. So where I was like, fucking Twitch never tells me when Alex is live. It was my fault. So maybe go and check your the little bell is.
Yeah, make sure you check your bell. Hello, Aletha. Welcome in.
Hello.
Everyone's here.
How's all? He asked. Good. About to get better.
It's going to get amazing.
Yeah.
Don't Get Me Cocktailed is the sometimes mashup, because we used to do a show called Cocktails and Bullshit with Captain Brilliant, but one time he couldn't make it, I think, and we tried to smash the two together. Don't Get Me Started and Cocktails and Bullshit, and Don't Get on the 20th. That
was it. Yes.
Yeah, we did it because
he was going away.
Yeah,
and I didn't normally on-screen Cocktails and Bullshit. I just produced behind the scenes. So as a special for episode 20,
we mashed it up.
Mashed it up, and now we just do it every 20.
Every 20. So it's time for a piss up, Dave. Yes, it is. What's your drink of choice tonight? I found a cheeky French red that they've now started selling in Sainsbury's. Got that. Got some gin over there.
And I haven't started drinking yet.
But we will soon.
A giant glass of Pepsi.
We've got so many cocktails planned. I say planned. I think we discussed them just moments ago. But we'll be making some cocktails. We even have a cocktail cam over there, so you can see all those bits and pieces.
Stuff is premature happening as usual. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like, shut the fuck up and get on with the segment.
Did people just do that?
It's just to kind of push us along, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Here I am. Happy birthday. Thank you very much, Norfolk No Hope. Thank you very much for everyone. I don't know if I missed any happy birthdays in the early going while we were just setting up and stuff, but thank you very much.
They can drown you in them using the share your hat.
Absolutely,
function.
You can. In the segment we're going to get on with called This Is Happening.
In a world filled with haps and naps, two men have risen above to bring you This Is Happening.
So much is happening, Jeremy.
Many things are happening.
Tell you what, the weather's been okay today, but I tell you what, this summer has not been particularly
it needs to make its mind up.
Making its mind up, yes, in the words of Bucks Fizz. This is a segment where you can drop your haps and naps in the chat using the channel points. Your haps are good things, your naps are bad things. Already we have one from Duff Valley, who's managed to find his way home. Is that what he said?
I don't know. He did it too early and now we have to scroll.
There you go.
You're making me scroll, Duff. Do you know what you're fucking doing to me right now?
Finally back home after many visits. He came to see you.
He did. And I'm not...
Was that a hap?
It was hap.
Oh,
yes.
Good.
Especially
good to know.
Especially because he brought me rum.
Oh!
The best people bring me rum.
Mm-hmm. I was one of them. I brought you some rum.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, please. I'm pleased that I was on the best people list.
I included you.
I'm glad that you...
You just made the list!
Sometimes, like, that look is the look of, oh, but you didn't. That. Yeah,
some people bring me rum.
Yeah, that's... But you said it in that way, but looked at me and I'm like, no, I did bring you... I don't know whether I do it right! Happy birthday. Hey, thanks, Aletha. Thank you for your birthday wishes.
Oh, I see what you did there. Share your happy birthday. I see.
Dig it.
Got it.
Yes. I'm cousins with Tractor Boy. I am.
He rides the motherfucking beat like a tractor.
Yes. So let's get on with... Oh, let's see what's going on. I get my hands hopefully fixed on Thursday. Rooster is getting mechanical hands.
He's getting surgerized,
Iron Man has. Or maybe Wolverine would have been a better choice. Who knows? Maybe. Is that what it is? Adamantine claws? Confirm, perhaps? 3-day weekend. That's incredible. I had half a day today, Jeremy. A cheeky half a day.
I regularly don't bother working on a Friday. I'm like, Friday? Yeah, that'll do. I'm done.
That seems reasonable to me. Wolfman. Hey, Paddy Borton.
I wonder who that might be.
Is now following. Hooray!
If only there was some kind of familial link that could tell us who this person might be.
Tomorrow there'll be more of us. Have some Hamilton, Patrick, and thanks very much for dropping in. James is here as well. All the family's here. Wolfman57, all the way from the North Pole, Alaska, welcoming with some happy birthdays. Thanks very much.
Is it his birthday yet in the North Pole? Yeah, it must be, surely.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. It might be not your birthday, only Japan by now.
I don't know.
Well, no Japan for you.
No, indeed.
Oh no, does this mean I can't swear?
Happy birthday. Thank you very much, Patrick. Thank you very much, and thanks for joining us here. You're here on Don't Get Me Cocktailed, the ranty cocktail making show where later on I'll make a cocktail, you'll make a cocktail.
I will.
and then
rinse and repeat.
And then we'll drink the cocktails. And I mean, it's not so that bit isn't so much fun for you, but I mean,
I don't know. I tend to cock it up quite horrifically.
It's gonna be a laugh. And all your favourite segments are gonna be in there, written on the wall over there. Did I see the pics of the figure? I did not, because since we spoke, Patrick, I've been putting lights up and shit and chilling out. And actually,
he's turned his phone into a cocktail camera.
Yes, so my phone is just used over there, so I haven't. In fact, it's been beeping at me, so I should probably do something about it. Fuck that shit. Doesn't matter. No, Hannah, you can swear as much as you want. Although
because you're a motherfucking adult.
Somewhat amusingly, the other day, I went round to my parents. Now, some background to this is that Hannah joined us on the B stream a few weeks ago to play guitar and sing with me and all that sort of stuff. And it was wonderful to have Hannah there. And I wanted to show my parents the stuff we've been doing, because like they don't see any of this stuff. So I showed them last week's music, and I thought there's some good examples of some music. And they went, this looks really good. And my mum couldn't really hear anything. And then and I said, me and Hannah went on there. Let me find some bit that me and Hannah, and I scrubbed through it until I found a bit with me and Hannah, and it was just
you talking about hedge porn, wasn't it?
No, at that moment,
head in hands.
At that moment,
my childhood.
At that moment, just as I was scrubbing to a bit, was a bit where just Hannah went, well, that's shit, obviously, and I.
That's it. Drop her in it.
And it was so funny.
Obviously, I never swear on this. But...
It was so good. She went, well, that's shit, but it was in Hannah's posh accent. That puts my posh accent to shame. So it was just... it was like... She went, so I went, this is a good bit. We play this thing together. She went, well, obviously it's shit. And I was like, anyway, so that you get the gist, Dad. You know,
you get the gist.
You get the
come
idea.
On, they swear. That's the way it goes. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Okay, did you show the Daredevil putting Frank Castle through a flaming table? Hey, was it a flaming table?
Oh, no, because your father's Australian. He's like, you flaming table? That's what he means by that. No, I didn't show them that, unfortunately. Hannah, middle name Borson, wash your mouth out. It was brilliant. But my mum didn't hear, because my mum's deaf, so she didn't hear anything. So it was only my dad that had to go and do 10 Hail Marys or whatever the fuck we do. But anyway, they don't watch this stream.
His arm must have been sore after all that.
Yeah.
Did he complete them all, or?
Yeah, it's just like in classic Packers style. Just match someone fucking caught it.
610 yards, 10 touchdowns.
Incredible.
Beautiful.
He's got a great arm. No one knew. He's in the Hall of Fame. You wouldn't have thought it, but my dad is in the Hall of Fame. It was a jump ball, as they all are. Unbelievable. Yeah, tight spiral. So lots of hap things.
Yeah, I mean, what is your main hap? In case that wasn't obvious.
Well, it's my birthday, and I've got 2 bottles of gin now.
You do?
One I bought for myself, and one I got as a present, and now I have the same gin, and it's the best gin I ever drink. So I'm like double gin, and I've got some wine.
Watch this space, because
oh no,
I come bearing gifts.
Oh, do you?
Not just from me, but from various other people.
That's very kind.
Let's begin.
Oh, the gift giving.
Let's begin.
We've only just begun
with a gift from Duncan Fessinger.
Yeah. Now, yes. Yeah, so this is amazing. So you get to see this live. It's an unboxing.
Yes!
You got this just before.
Yes!
I know what this is. Now, it's hedge porn, it isn't. It's actually an angle grinder. What's the best angle to show this angle grinder off? Like many good... You love this.
Duncan.
You love this. It's incredible.
Duncan. Fucking hell, I fucking love you.
It's an angle grinder. Let the gift giving begin. This requires some explanation, but you fucking love this!
It does not require an explanation.
The present I got from one of my very
required.
best friends, Duncan the singer, he bought me for my birthday a professional Bosch angle grinder. This is the kind of thing that he would like. I wonder if I can re-gift it to him for Christmas. I just won't tell him. It's an angle grinder. Now you can grind all your angles. Let's get rid of that. Make the place cool. No hedge porn yet. Yes, it's my birthday. By the way, typically I'm not having to go at anyone. The gift giving kind of stuff doesn't tend to happen because we're on stream. Maybe I'm getting a few more gifts. I know the reason for this is that although Duncan don't play that way. Duncan and I don't normally exchange gifts, but he can't make it out for my birthday thing, so he sent me an angle grinder for all my angle grinding needs.
What are you going to angle grind first?
I don't know, but I can only presume...
Of all the options available to you, of which there are many, what are you going to angle grind first?
I mean, I just have to say, there's some things in the studio that ultimately...
Slightly rough edges.
Yes, that I can... Yeah. I don't understand why I can only presume this would be a better present for you because you're obtuse, basically. Better for me, though, maybe because...
Be ground down into a more acute angle.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I'm acute for sure. Wonderful gift. I'm now scared to come down for ABCs. Tell me someone sent him Hedgeborn. This is amazing.
This is from Tamsin.
Oh, how kind, Tamsin. Did you really get it from Siesta? Because advertising Siesta while we're here. Siesta. 1 Palace Street.
I do like a siesta.
Canterbury. Wow, look at this.
Especially on a Friday when I'm
Oh my goodness
working.
me. We should have had a stink. Oh, this is... I know how you do this, and I absolutely... Look at this. Look at the work that's gone into that.
It's not from Siesta. She bought something for herself from Siesta and bought you something from
I suspected it was not from... Yeah. By the way, this is a bit like, you know, when the hot tub stream girls do that. Oh my God, I can't believe you sent me a dildo. It's incredible. I got 18 of them from like 3 guys. This is a bit like that. Anyway. Oh, there's a card. I will read the card. But I'm going to get to the... Oh, how do I get rid of this? I'm just going to kind of pull it off the side. That's it. It's a real unboxing. I bloody love it. No, it's not going to work, Jeremy.
You need
scissors
or a knife or something. You know. We won't...
Tell me something I don't know.
This is new. We didn't get the show notes on opening presents on stream.
There we go. Look at that.
Beautiful. Angle grind it, says Karen.
Angle grind it.
Angle grind.
If this is a second angle grinder, it will be amazing. This is the best birthday ever. I really want to know what this is. This is Corkers, the wine game. And on the back here, Corkers is a fun game of luck and skill based on the wine industry. It has been designed so that anyone with only a slight knowledge of wine can win. I have a slight knowledge of wine. If you know about wine, you may have the edge over your opponents, but the roll of the dice and drinking wine might give everyone a chance of winning.
So hang on, Tamsin, you bought him a game that he is more likely to win than anybody else. What is this, fucking marbles?
Only buys... I hope you haven't got it. I do not possess this game. I love this. Thank you so much, Tamsin. That's very kind of you. This is right up my street, loving board games as I do, and loving wine as I do. Perfect present.
Well, I'm glad you said that. It's finally my gift. Lacks imagination, but I know you'll like it. So.
This is amazing. Hey! It's wine, it's a Malbec. I like this Malbec. This is a good choice. Trevento is really good.
I really tried.
I've had this one before.
And there is something else in there.
Tell me something. Should I open it? Or is it?
You should look at it, yes. It's from the smallest member of the family.
Oh. How sweet.
Look at the front.
I didn't realise. It's got my name on it, and it's written... I don't know if you can see that because it's tilted. Can't help it if I'm tilted. From Hannah. Hannah's writing. Oh, that's cool. Hey, look, hey, this is a... Oh my God, there's Hannah. And she's drawn some hearts. You can't see that, but...
Hearts/butts.
Hearts. I like big hearts and I cannot lie. Oh, that's amazing.
One morning, she delivered me a page of hearts. As I had just woken up, she thrust a page of hearts into my face. And I was very confused. I'm like, why is my 3-year-old pushing pictures of butts into my face? I don't understand. Oh, they're hearts. Okay, thanks, Hannah. Yeah.
This is wonderful. Wishing you the very happiest of happy birthdays. This is absolutely cool. Thank you so much, Tamsinaki. This is wonderful. I can put these things here, can't I? And then they can sit in the front of the stream. Wow.
Alex, I didn't get you anything, but after that Christmas gift that wasn't so secret, I felt like I couldn't top that.
Rooster, that's an amazing present. And I use it all the time. I pick it up all the time when people say, what's your favourite game? And I'm just like, don't worry, my friend got me this picture. Here you go. Telling you with words is insufficient. I need to show you this huge picture. No, thank you very much. I don't know what's going to top the angle grinder.
Yeah. I'm going to have to clip my reaction to that because I think I got more excited about it than you did.
I think you saw where it was going just ahead of me.
No, I saw the side.
And it opened up your eye. Anyway, so this is that is
Spring and miss.
such a fun joke to me. I think that's great. Duncan will love that joke. I'm just telling you now. Right, what's hap? All this cool shit that's on my sofa.
Yep.
Malbec that's going to be in my mouth. And
Mouth back.
And soon probably some food for us to eat. Because we're secretly, with the power of our own minds.
And I will have another hap to go along with the food as well when it arrives. It's hap all the time. I did love that joke, said Duncan. There you go.
I saw the side and it opened up my eye. It's just like a fun... I mean, Dad just FaceTimed. Wait, does that mean he was watching me watching you?
Uh-huh.
See? Everything's funny. Right.
We haven't even started. Well, I haven't.
We
started
barely
drinking
started.
Yet. Why am I not drinking? Like I can
don't
drink
know.
today.
Maybe
while
you
I'm
should
here.
start doing a cocktail.
Yeah.
Maybe you should get the first cocktail.
Shall we do that?
Yeah. Soldiers in.
Right.
And I'll just chat to everyone. Sorry if I've missed some of your chat, but I was opening things.
What do I want? I want that one. Can we see the cocktail cam? There is the cocktail cam.
I have to say, my kitchen is actually very clean, but it's full of bottles.
Full of alcohol. Let's start with this one.
It started with a kiss. Can I move?
Turn that slightly.
What I need to do is see if I need to move this out of the way so I can just...
So you can read the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can just click on the chat and it goes to the front.
Oh yeah, I should have done that now.
Right.
No, he wasn't. Oh, fair enough. Jeez Louise, how many bottles? Well, I've got 2 bottles of that beautiful gin that's actually just ahead of the Aperol. You can see the Aperol, and then the beautiful gin. Then you see in the right of the picture where there's some kitchen roll. There's some other beautiful gin. I've got 2 versions of the same gin. Does the oven clock need setting? Yeah, it does. Tom, welcome in. I very rarely use the oven for baking things, and I think one time the power went out in the entire of the building, and then when it came back on again, since then I haven't had to use the oven. Is Captain Brilliant coming down to help you celebrate with cocktails? He is tomorrow, but he is not tonight. We were thinking of getting him in. I was saying we'd have a special guest. I said we'll get a special guest in, and it was going to be Captain, but we didn't get him in the end because we'd used him last week.
Used him and abused him.
We used him, abused him, tossed him out like so much old rope.
Did you get a check on whether they can hear me or whether I should...
Oh, can you hear Jeremy? Jeremy, say something.
Otherwise I will not bother saying anything.
Can you hear Jeremy? Very quiet, says Keris. Well, welcome in. Welcome in, Tom. Welcome in, Phantom Jed. Welcome in to this stream. This is Don't Get Me Cocktailed. Normally we call it Don't Get Me Started. It's Don't Get Me Cocktailed because tonight we're doing cocktails. Jez is making one at the moment. Jez, what are you making?
I'm making dark and stormy.
Dark and stormy.
I forgot my maths. 2 ounces is 50 ml, right?
Yeah. Roughly thereabouts. The big side.
So I'm chucking in some dark rum.
Hey, dark and stormy. Dark rum, ginger beer. Mix that shit up. Don't shake it up though, right? Because it's fizzy.
I'm not shaking at all today.
Love a dark and stormy, says Duncan. Don't get me tarted. You know me, Tom. Terrible tart.
I find your squeezy, slimy...
It should be in the Marmite thing to your right. All the way there. Yeah, in there. Yes. Yeah, we used our captain card. We used Captain Brilliant last week. We felt we couldn't use him again. If you're just joining us now, it's my birthday, and to the right, I have so many birthday wonderful things from wonderful people. I've got an angle grinder from Duncan. I've got some beautiful Malbec from Jez, and presumably the entire family. Lovely cards, and a wine game called Corkers. I wonder what other... Is Corkers the best they could do? Can I just say, stream, if you were inventing a wine game... What would the name of the wine game be? Because I don't know if they could have done better than Corkers.
Pretentious Dickheads.
Pretentious Dickheads could be. I mean, that could be a game about anything, though. It might not be wine enough, frankly, but it's just like... Just pour it in, says Dave. Don't worry about measuring it. Well, the measuring is important because then it... Consistency is all I ask. So we're going to do... So what normally happens if you've never been here before, don't get me started. It's the Ranty podcast. We talk about all manner of things that are getting on our fucking nerves. It's a mature stream. Yes, we swear. Good to see. My brother's here to see that. But not my dad. Thank God for that. But every 20, we do a cocktail stream. Right now, Jez is making, on camera for you now, a dark and stormy, which is dark rum. I believe there's some lime in there.
There is. I'm kind of guesstimating because I can't be asked to measure it. So.
Connect Pour. What a name. Connect Pour is brilliant. Connect Pour is really good. You have to pour the drink into your mouth until there's 4 shots. Don't lose your bottle, says my brother. That's a really good one as well. Maybe in Don't Lose Your Bottle, you could be just like a waiter taking drinks to people's orders, but it wobbles around. And a bit like the classic game, Don't Tip the Waiter, where you had to like, don't knock the waiter over or some bullshit. I don't give a shit if you swear. Well, I wouldn't have thought you did. Although sometimes our other brother can be, less happy about it. Everyone's in. It's a family affair here tonight. Your father. Yeah, there's some. If you've got enough ice, there should be ice in the bucket.
Oh, right there in front of me.
Yeah. You can use either ice. So, Paddy's my brother. Your father's my nephew, and H Sports is my niece, and it's a family thing today here on Don't Get Me Started. Don't Get Me Cocktails. This is still in the This Is Happening segment. So I think we've done all our haps and all our naps, but if you have any, drop them in using your channel points. Have you got anything left? Oh, we'll get to that. You're going to tell us about it in a minute. I have to say, swear jar. I don't know if anyone has ever successfully used a swear jar. I mean, it's cracking open the ginger beer now, guys. I'm really looking forward to this. Look at that. Beautiful. Going to Swindon tomorrow is a hap, Joe? Is that a hap? Says Harmstone.
Swindon kind of stinks.
Swindon stinks. Oh, there were many dropped earlier. We did have a lot of them earlier. And we said them. That looks good, man. The Swindon fires yet burn. Yes, indeed. Yeah, they're never going to put them out. I'm also going to Swindon tomorrow, but specifically to get out of Swindon via train. Yes. Yeah, you got to leave Swindon. So basically, it'll be like ships that pass in the night. Hannah's coming in, Joe's coming in, different directions. Going to sort out the Jereg faction kit. Someone has to do it. Talking about live action roleplay. Looking forward to that. How you doing? Look at that. Look at that beautiful stuff, old chap. I love it. Thank you. That looks incredible. In our pineapple glasses. Right.
Someone's put wine in the way.
Nat, I bruised my arms at leg day. Am I doing it right? It sounds like you're not doing it right.
I'm just moving that.
Okay, you're going to put it back to...
full screen us. We'll just go back to
chatting from
full screen for a
moment.
nice.
Yeah.
See what we're doing there. There we are.
God
right.
damn.
Is it good?
Yes. You've got real talent for this. That ginger is really peppy. I dig it. Cheers, everybody. What are you drinking at home? Let us know.
Cheers.
Juniper Riddle. Riddle me this, Juniper. My first is in Juniper, but also in Riddle. Do you know, last time someone came with the name Riddle, it was Voldemort, and he fucked us all up. So let's all watch Juniper for a bit, because I'm a little bit worried. Welcome in. I'm Alex. This is Don't Get Me Cocktail. This is Jez at the Jez Show. You can also follow him, because we're doing this together. And Jez has made us a wonderful dark and stormy.
Despite the name, we are getting cocktailed.
We're getting cocktailed immediately.
Cocktailed.
This is a dark and stormy. Okay.
It is. I dig it.
Which is dark rum, ginger ale, lime, and my mouth drinking it. Yeah, it's a Harry Potter reference. Yes! Yes! So where's the juniper come from? I don't know, unless they drink an awful lot of gin. But it's good to have you here. I dig a Harry Potter reference. What can I say? Just poured a cinnamon JD to celebrate end of work for a couple of weeks. That's really cool. Tamsinakis drinking cinnamon JD. I haven't tried it. I haven't tried that before. I'm not a big cinnamon fan.
Either. No, you're not a big fan of cinnamon,
no.
are you? No. It seems to be a thing though, discussing whether or not you like cinnamon.
Yeah, I don't know. It comes up more often than I thought.
Why do people care that much?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
Yeah. So I have one last hap before we can
do it.
We can progress. And it simply says train.
Oh.
Because this week
You met Train, the band.
I did.
That's incredible. Yeah. Did you sing Drops of Jupiter with them?
I did not. I sung the other one that I forgot
Hey
the
Soul
name
Sister.
of. No, the other one again.
Shit, there's a third one?
Yeah, the one that I like.
Do you know what? The one you like, and it isn't Drops of Jupiter or Hey Soul Sister?
No.
Fuck me, what's the third song? Harmstone?
No, it's definitely not Harmstone. There is not a third.
There you go. Independent adjudicator says there isn't a third.
Sorted out the.
What are you guys Hogwarts houses? I'm in Ravenclaw, Juniper.
I'm stood outside with a sniper rifle.
This fucking muggle here.
No,
am I right, guys?
I'm probably
just be Slytherin.
The purple one, whatever that one is.
That's the whole new fifth house that you've made your own.
I thought it was purple.
I don't think there's a purple one.
I thought Ravenclaw was
Ravenclaw's like blue.
Is it?
Is it blue? I'm pretty Hufflepuff is yellow.
No.
Anyway, I mean, the thing about
it might be the blue one. I can't remember.
I'm Ravenclaw, hanging out, smoking behind the bike sheds.
I only watched Harry Potter a year ago. Also.
Harry Potter and listening to the Smiths is my Ravenclaw experience. But
I didn't meet.
You didn't meet. We derailed ourselves on our train.
Drive by. That's it. Thanks, Armstrong. Which is good because it would have been embarrassing. Like, I really like that song of yours. Oh yeah, which one? You know no, not that one.
Hey, Soul Sister.
No, definitely not that one. Right, don't do that again. Thank you, Mr. Train.
You missed the train. What?
Mr. Train.
Unbelievable.
Because I don't know his name either. So
right.
yeah.
That one's not Drops of Jupiter.
We, on a whim, decided the other day, because we were expecting shitty weather pretty much all week.
Yes.
And then our day freed up and looked at the weather. It is sunny today. It will be raining tomorrow.
Yes.
And raining for the rest of time. So we immediately...
Was that a knock?
We've done this bit already.
I know, right? But I heard it. There's somebody at the door. Hello.
That's good news. So we decided to go and use one of the local tourism type things, and we went and rode on the Romney Marsh Hythe and Dymchurch Railway, taking my 3-year-old on her first train, not on my first train. It was very exciting. I like the trains. I like trains.
I'll be back in one moment. You keep telling your anecdote.
I'm kind of struggling to contain myself knowing what has just arrived at the door, to be honest. And if he's not looking... If he's not looking... Oh shit, it's fallen over. Hang on. Thanks.
Yes. Double quarter pounder. Did you order a chip cheese?
I did. I ordered 2 chip cheese.
Well, there's going to be another one.
I have something to go with the McDo.
I'm going to take this stuff out of the way. God, it's a real celebration now.
Big time. We do love us some McDo. Is this a dodeca cheese Tron stream? Probably between us, but not all in one go. Yeah. You think you saw what it was? You might have seen the other thing. That's for later. But shh.
Hey, Soul Sister, you were saying?
Yeah, I finished the anecdote. We went and rode on the Romney Marsh Hythe and Dymchurch Railway.
It was going to be that. Hey, listen, that's
which is really fun. And I didn't know it went all the way down to
Dungeness.
That's one. Desert Place, Dungeness. So I was very surprised to get down there, and I'd never been there before. When you put a picture on Facebook, I was down that way, and I saw the train come past. I was stuck at the lights. Oh, there you go. Could have waved. Right, so it's fortuitous that the food has arrived now, just as we finish this is happening, because I've actually brought us something to go with our McDo.
What have you brought it?
And that rhymes, and I...
You know it rhymes, Mark.
I intentionally did the thing. That's how that saying goes, right?
How about a later for every year of Alex's life a cheese dron. I don't like the sound of that. Sorry, yes, I'm derailing you.
Not really. It's fine.
Cool. I'm going to drink them.
It was a good train reference, though. I like that.
Thank you.
So, you will remember that there's been a bit of a theme continually going on through this show of ours, through Don't Get Me Started, through Don't Get Me Cocktailed, and it's about exotic foods and different things that we try.
Yes.
And something that comes up quite a lot is Oreos.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they do come up.
And I've been sitting on this one for a while. A while ago,
yes,
just after you did your Oreo
beans,
baked bean
sandwich
thing, Jaeger posted something in either my or your bit of the Discord. It was this.
May Oreo. Oh, wow,
May
yes!
Oreo flavoured mayonnaise. And so, in celebration of your birthday and 60 episodes and all that kind of cool, nice stuff.
You brought me a picture of mayonnaise.
I brought you a picture of mayonnaise.
I can only imagine.
So to tease you, no, I made us.
You made
some Oreo.
You made it. You fucking
what,
hero.
And that's what the ramekin is for. I'm
cool. Right, yeah, we're gonna try it
to eat.
This is incredible. Wow. So talk us through this.
This is, as it might suggest, Oreo flavoured mayonnaise.
Okay, listen, I'm going to get some shit out of the way here. How do I get rid of the wine really quickly?
In your face probably is the best way of doing that. So
just making space.
I'm just going to put it in the ramekin and give it another little stir. And then I will show it to the stream.
Oh, that sounds like a follow.
Nova Raid! Welcome. You join us just in time to eat McDo with our Oreo flavoured mayonnaise. Welcome on in.
Oh my god, that fucking looks horrible, I'm sorry to say.
There you go, and that's what it looks like.
Thank you very much, Nova, for raiding us here on my birthday.
Oreo flavoured mayo.
Fuck that shit up.
If you would like to get the first nose.
Thank you very much. I have to say, it smells really good. Thank you very much, Cutie Mousy, for my happy birthday. That does look... Shall I try it?
Yeah, do it.
Because that's the whole point.
You're going to chip it, or you're going to
chip it real good. Oh.
You can only experience it for the first time. Do you want that to be on a nug or on a fry?
Go nug or go home, mate. That's a big... So it's a fry in it? No, mate. No, it's happening.
Why have you ruined Oreos by putting them in mayo? We haven't put them together. We have merged them. Oh man, that was sensual. What do you think of that?
I'm alright with that.
Yeah? Can I have one of your nugs?
Of course you can. Of course you can.
There we go.
Wait a minute, does this make Jez a ketchup chef?
It does. And your father, you'll already note that my business plan is on its way to you. I'm expecting a backing from you. Right.
McThrow. No, sir. All of this is wrong. Ellie, no, it's wonderful. Aren't you all fed up of your What do you think?
Fucking good, man.
It is good.
Mayo, good. Oreo, good.
What's not to like? All right, folks, down to local restaurants we go. I'll be just in a local restaurant tomorrow for my birthday going, don't you just hate all these store-bought mayonnaise and... I will do the standing on the table bit. This is the best I've ever had. By the way, this is a callback.
It's good, man.
Don't get Am I the Arsehole?
As long as you like mayonnaise and Oreos, it's all good.
This ain't right, says Aletha. You get to try some later. I'm dipping some in here.
Yeah. I thought you'd dig it.
I do dig it. It's incredible.
I made it.
Thanks for taking the time to make that.
And I was like, I'm going to try this. And if it's horrible, I'm not going to eat it myself on stream. And so I'm like...
You guys might be on something, but I can't see it.
You guys might be on something. What?
I'm not sure I like both. Well, you can't separate them. You can't keep them separated in the words of the offspring.
Yeah, that would be like segregation.
Move the drink so Reece can see it. There you go.
They abolished segregation.
They did. I like them separately. Separate's always better if there's feelings involved, said Outcast. but I'm not sure if that's the case now.
So there you go. That is Oreo mayo.
Mate.
What did they call it? Mayoreo.
Mayoreo. That would make the most sense. Because it's Mayoreo. It couldn't go the other way, could it? Offspring rocks. You're not wrong there. Get no argument from me. Welcome in if you just come in with the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. Nova, excuse me.
Returning the favour from yesterday.
Yeah.
Very kind.
Well, I really dug his stream and I love going in there and we had a lot of fun there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And here you are now on the birthday stream. I feel like we sat up a little bit now.
Yeah.
With all the birthday presents. Our food is right next to us. We've got McDo, we've got Coke, we've got wine, we've got cocktails. We've got everything's happening.
The first cocktail of the night, dark and stormy.
You gotta keep them separated. But you do have to listen. Technically, you got to keep them separated. Yeah. Also, Ellie, the Offspring said don't pick it up. So like, I've already failed at the first hurdle.
I don't like the Offspring's method of eating. It doesn't work for me.
Got to come out and play. Cheers, the original prankster. I just can't stop.
Let me get my double.
Get your double.
Get my double on.
Get your double on. Get your double on. That was a classic Missy Elliott track, I think. Happy birthday to me. Thank you very much for coming in. I hope you're having a good time wherever you are, spending some good time and drinking some good stuff. Hey, thanks for following, Ellie. That's really kind of you. Have yourself some Hamilton. Should also consider following, guys, if you're not already following the Jez Show, at the Jez Show, because we're working on this together. Obviously, you've taken all the... Oh,
yeah, you can have this.
Oh, you cool motherfucker.
Dip them in the Oreos.
Dip them in the Oreos. Okay, sure. The pickles.
Yeah, you can follow me there
the
at
pickles.
the Jez Show, and it will give you the notification right down here at the same time. Beautiful.
I don't think I got enough. Was that quite small? I didn't quite get enough, but hey, what's wonderful. This time, you're right, this time last week was the highlight of my Twitch career. It was wonderful having you on the sofa last week. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Nap, what's Nap? This. Hannah doesn't like this. There'll still be...
Does she not? That's
a pity.
Off-brand for her.
It's so strange.
To not like the foods that you.
What does Tamsin think of it?
I want to know what Tamsin thinks.
Tamsin, what do you think?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this, Tamsin?
Also, I hate to break it to you, Hannah, but we finished This Is Happening now, so you've just totally ruined everything.
Hannah's coming down tomorrow. She can have some of this then.
Yeah, it'll keep.
It'll keep. We'll put it in the fridge. We're here for tomorrow.
Ori, no. Well, I am shocked and appalled.
What a surprise!
Show of hands. Who's down for the Mayoreo? Seems like Duncan's down. Yeah. Are you going to go and try and throw Jez in the sea now? Oh well, thank you for setting me up on the segue because I think we need something to do while we're eating our McDo.
We actually do.
So maybe we could put some things in the sea. How
Let's
do you feel
do it.
about that?
I'd love to.
This is the segment that we like to call Get in the Sea. Won't you come with me? Gonna eat it in the sea. Won't you come with me? Gonna throw it in with glee. If you really, really hate it and you'd love to desecrate it, won't you come along with me and put it in the sea?
Well, Jez is eating, monging his double quarter pounder with cheese. Let me explain that this segment is where we put things in the sea that we think, well, this tiny island we're on, is full of bullshit we don't need anymore. Not any of this stuff. This is wonderful. But I'm going to be getting rid of some stuff. And so are you. You can suggest anything, and we will ratify it to put it straight in the fucking sea. It's a fun sting. What do people want to put in the sea? We're no longer in Positivity Month. There's no way of saving things from the sea, but you guys can.
Duncan missed that opportunity.
Oh, yeah. Why? Did he want to necessarily?
He wanted to rescue Strictly Come Dancing.
Oh, shit. Was that?
That was in there. It's still in there because Positivity Month
is done. Is there a bag you can put in the sea? There was, Reese, but you lost it on the train.
Yeah.
It's gone forever. Gone.
And also, the person who would be triggered by that joke is not here because he's in a tent somewhere.
Is it tent night? He's in my tent?
It is tent night.
Gonna make it a tent to remember. Yeah, so whilst he's not here, let me explain that Jaeger wanted to borrow my tent. Well, he wanted a tent. He was like, what can I buy? What can I buy? I said, don't buy one, just borrow one. But my tent is a pop-up tent, so you pull the kind of elastic bit off it and it explodes in your face. And then when you try and get it down, you have to kind of do an awkward thing. And I said to him, listen, he said, and he was at my door, and he went, yeah, I've got it. You know that bit in, I don't know if you've ever seen Evil Dead 3, Army of Darkness, where he goes, yeah, I know the words, like that. And it was, anyway, if you know that bit. But anyway, it's a bit like that. He comes up and gets the tent. I said, now let me explain. There's some very specific
I know
bits.
everything already.
It's fine. Let's just tent, all right? And I was like, all right, fine. And he went off and I said, might I suggest that you give it a practice.
Just for a moment.
And he was just like, and then I said to him the other day, I said, have you practiced it? He said, no, I forgot. It translates as, nah, I couldn't be fucking bothered. He was intent on doing it his way. He did it his way. So let me explain. It's like a cursed tent. Oh, well, it will be now that he slept in it. But anyway, it goes up fine. But the cramming it back in again, it does not do so well on. But anyway, we'll soon find out, won't we? And that's why. Yeah,
I think you just lost yourself a tent. That's staying in that field.
Let me. Well, he wants to buy that tent from me.
Jaeger, obviously, very well known for his patience.
Yeah. Oh God, no! What a mistake to make.
Working things through to a calm and logical conclusion. I'm sure the moment he tries to put the tent down, he'll just nail that first time and won't in any way smash it into smithereens because it doesn't work the way that he wants it to.
I mean,
Jaeger makes me look patient.
Pop-up tents going in the sea? Well, I can't, because pop-up tents are gorgeous and wonderful. My one's amazing. Fast.
Yeah,
cool.
I don't think we can ratify that.
No. Plus, they'll float on the sea.
Yeah. And they get stuck on Godzilla's head. Poor Godzilla.
Yeah.
No, we can't,
probably suffocate Godzilla.
We cannot, in good conscience, put pop-up tents in the sea.
I had a haunted tent once. Spooky. Okay, stop fucking everything. Stop fucking everything.
I mean, if you are fucking something right now...
Cease fornication immediately.
You shouldn't be doing that in our
Mike's going to tell us a story of... Excuse me. Mike's going to tell us a story of his haunted tent. Mike, you have the floor. Please tell me how you had a haunted tent. Or please tell me there's a wonderful pun coming up. Where it's like, what could it be? Spirit, ghost. I'm trying to think of where the pun's coming from. How is it a haunted tent? Like, can I just say, while you're coming up with this bit... is that normally ghosts are on things of historical value that have been around like physical buildings. How unlucky do you have to have been to have died in that one moment you were in a fucking tent, like in that weekend, and therefore you haunt the tent wherever it goes? Do you know what I mean? You'd have to die in a temporary...
It's just that one tent. Like, if somebody died in the tent, would you not, get rid of it? Like, burn it? You wouldn't sell it on, like...
Well, maybe you would and say
haunted tent.
Haunted tent
slightly used.
Haunted tent for sale. Nomination: People Who Hate You Singing on the Thursday. We'll leave him for now. Poor old hat boy. A pop-up tent hat for Godzilla. Yeah, I mean he could do with a hat. Can we put the Dartford crossing in the sea for screwing me over for an hour? How did it screw you over?
I mean, I think the whole idea of the Dartford crossing is that it isn't in the sea. I think. It kind of defeats the point. If we put it in the sea, that's a lot of people's work just gone to waste.
Yeah. If you put the Dartford crossing in the sea, then people are going to drown.
I think that's terrorism.
We always knew Reese was a terrorist.
He was.
A terrorist.
A terrorist. I like it.
Thank you.
Can we put Euro... Eurotunnel. Yeah. Hannah wants to put train ticket prices in the sea.
Well, they are expensive. And they are bullshit.
Yeah. I would go more with bullshit because the price is largely irrelevant. Have you ever tried to book a train ticket to somewhere that isn't London without involving London in the journey in some way?
Now that you come to mention it, Jeremy, I have never not gone through London, I don't think. Put another way, I've always gone through London.
So, say for example, it's pretty difficult to not go through London in the southeast, but if you're booking from somewhere else, say Plymouth.
Yes.
And you want to go to, for whatever fucking god-awful reason, Birmingham, it often ends up cheaper to come into London and then go up to Birmingham rather than just booking a direct Plymouth to Birmingham, because the train system is set up such that London is the be-all end-all.
I see. So there's clever ways around it, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
When I tried to book a train ticket today, and while I was on the screen, it went from £70 already grim to £182. The possibility is that Hannah doesn't know how to use the Network Rail.
Have you tried going via London?
I demand you say this word. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Expelliarmus. Caffeine Daydream, welcome in. I don't know what you're trying to make us say there.
Starfish.
You've joined us here in the food segment of Don't Get Me Cocktail. Don't Get Me McDode. Well, do get us McDode. Hey, this, by the way...
Very game McDode.
This was...
I don't even care.
Very well timed.
Putting it in my face. Ah, there it is. Okay, hang on. This is a callback.
Mm-hmm.
I raided Caffeine Daydream a few weeks ago. And we were talking about place names. And I was trying to get him to say various different places, as was another member of his chat.
Well, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be you.
Who's living in Wales. And I told him to try and say this. So I'm
Alex should say it. I couldn't
hover
even begin to say
it. Do you want to have a go first?
I don't really.
I don't mean to block, but it's just going to be stupid. It's going to waste of everyone's time.
Chan ffair pwch gwingich. Chan ffair pwch gwingich go gerich chyn trobrich chan tasilio go goch.
Man, that's so good. Round of fucking applause. I mean, I would say that, but like, there's nobody here. But normally, that's what I would say. I did not pay 182, but you are coming. Thank God for that. Oh, it's a place name. I thought it's my reaction to the Mayorio. It's a one. Hey, listen.
Yes. And to be fair, of all of the Americans I've tried to say Welsh things,
yes,
Caffeine Daydream was pretty damn good at it.
That's cool.
When I spelled it phonetically, he actually had the correct kind of intonation.
More of the Mayorio.
Oh, that's 100 bits for Mayorio. Hannah does dig it after all.
She can have some tomorrow. So what should we put in the sea? Do you have anything you want to put in the sea? Anything that's affected you so greatly that you want to get that shit in the sea? Some happy hunt. Thank you very much, Tamsinaki, for dropping some more bits there. And thank you, Hannah, as well. A little cake as well. Fuck you, Jez, says Hannah. There's plenty to go around. There's plenty in that pot. Oh, no, there isn't actually. It's all in there. But, do you know, can I just ask a question, Jeremy? Is that probably... I mean, you could probably make more of this, one would imagine.
Easily. Yeah. It took me like 10 minutes.
So you got some mayonnaise. Are you going to talk us through the process?
I can talk you through the process.
Please do.
So,
because I think our viewers need to know, and Hannah especially needs to know.
Mixing bowl. Oreos.
Yes.
I've got a rolling pin.
Yes.
The end of a rolling pin.
Oh, I like that end.
Smash to fuck. Yeah.
Yes.
You desiccate it,
indeed,
if you will. And do this motion.
Yes.
And then to make it more... I don't know what the word is. You can do the words. I mixed oil in.
Okay.
To make it
excuse
more...
me. Bit sneezy.
Oily.
Yeah, you oiled it up.
To make it more mixable. And mixed...
Yeah, because it was too dry otherwise, you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have just been bitty Oreo bits in mayo, which is not a thing. Yeah, so some... desiccate it, remove all the moisture. Then put some...
We don't... Desiccate, doesn't that just mean to put it... turn it to deck, meaning 10?
I mean decimate, don't I? Not
decimate.
Desiccate. I mean to decimate it, not to desiccate it. Yeah.
Look, why is it Joe needs... Like, this...
Could have just let it go, couldn't
you? Couldn't let it lie.
Should we put Joe back in the sea?
Joe can go back in the sea.
We rescued her from the sea.
Come on, Joe. You knew what the man meant. Don't let this happen. Why does it... Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Yeah, let's stick her in the sea immediately. Should we ratify that? Yeah, she's gone. Keris is on your side. That doesn't help you, you science nerds. Yeah. No one cares. I love you both.
And then once you've mixed the oil into your desiccated Oreo.
Yes.
I'm sticking with it.
Yes.
Then you mix in the mayo and you just keep stirring until it's nice and mayo-y. And the oil does separate out, but you just have to keep stirring.
Desiccate is to dry out. I had no idea about that. Fucking decimate means remove 1/10 technically. Oh God, can we put Duncan in the fucking sea as well?
Yeah. Well, no, he bought you an ankle grinder.
Oh yeah, I love Duncan.
That's earned him some goodwill for quite some time from me, to be honest.
Thank you very much, Chaos Nil. Nick, thank you very much for coming in, and thank you very much for dropping me some happy birthday wishes. And we'll be seeing you very soon. That sounded more creepy than it was meant to be. I'll be seeing you soon.
Once I'm done here, I'm get my telescope out.
Well, he knows about the telescope, you know.
Joe's going to be in there until next year when it's Positivity Month.
Positivity Month, next July.
You picked the wrong time to be a dick.
To give up sniffing glue. Wait, did we just put Goblin tea powder in the sea. That's my job. I didn't dare mention the decimate is 1/10. You guys. This has become a very picky stream. I mean, this segment, specifically, has become like everyone it's terrible enough because Duncan is very big on words, and so is Joe. And Joe's big on science, and so is your wife. And
words, that is not science.
Oh, you do like words, that's true. I'd be jealous of your McDonald's, lol. I just had Chinese takeaway. Great choice. Great choice.
Jamie Panini, did you have Mayorio to go with your Chinese?
Which I'm going to put...
That would be beautiful with some chow mein.
Some more, yeah. You want some more of this?
Have some of this.
Oreo. Have we put anything in the sea yet? Oh yeah, Joe.
Joe's in the sea.
Oh, thank God for that.
That might do us, to be honest.
Do you know what? That is enough. Don't think we'll go with the mango chicken. That's a pity. You better leave me reparations for this in your will. I don't have a will. So.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
There is.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have the way.
I don't. No. Well, I have to say, I think this cocktail, because this Don't Get Me cocktail, was a massive success.
It is half. Quite a big one, though. Quite long.
Yeah, I'm big on it.
I remember last time we did half a cocktail each, didn't we? Rather than full cocktails.
That's true. This is a full one.
It is, but it's only a double of rum, so it's not gonna smash us.
We had Pizza Hut. Sadly, no Mayorio. Well, there's still some here for tomorrow, probably. Mayorio and Chinese takeout. C, probably. You don't have a will at your age. I know. You think, no one's getting my shit. I'll just die and everyone can scrabble over it. Scrabble over it? Is that the right word? Somebody tell me, please. I dare you. I fucking double dare you. Tell me that scrabble over it is wrong and see what happens. Literally, the operative word there being C.
I really should have a will.
Yeah. I mean, wills are cool, right?
Like I've got a child, I should have a will.
Yeah. We all dig wills.
But I don't. Okay, right now... No, I don't know. I don't know who gets my kid. She's clever.
Keris will get your kid. Well, you mean
if we both die?
Well, I like your kid.
There you go.
Yeah.
Job done.
Yeah, sorted. Is that binding? God, I hope it's not binding.
Settle it in a ladder match. Okay. So who are you going to take on in the ladder match?
I don't know. I mean, probably...
Tamsin, it seems.
Probably...
She says, I will take
Is it going to be a Hannah on a pole match? She's dangling above the fucking... I can't think of anything worse than in the event that you and Keris both die, that Hannah is placed above a wrestling ring, and then me and Nana Kay and Tamsin fight...
Listen, Hannah, I know your parents just died, but this is good.
This is important.
Just get on the pole, all right?
We kind of set this up a few years ago.
I know this seems massively irresponsible, but just bear with. All will be fine soon. Somebody that is bloody and beaten with a ladder will come and collect you soon. Don't worry about it.
Can I have your pasta maker? Yes, Nick, you can. Yeah, he is over there. You can have it. Yes, you can have my pasta maker. I've got a lot of cool shit. You've got my kids if I die. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's probably also true. Yes. Just bring all the kids round. We're going to have an amazing time.
Well known for being down with the kids is always be chatting.
And like the last person.
A great lover of kids.
Just because I don't have any currently doesn't mean I want some. Does that not understand? Does nobody understand? I did not. This was by design. This wasn't an accident. This was by design.
That's sometimes how they happen.
Happy accident. Jeff, thanks so much for giving me some happy birthday love. Got to take off.
Great to see you, Jeffrey.
Thanks for spending time with us, and we'll see you again.
Jez, do you love WWE? Do you watch AEW? Yes. And if you would like to know more about my WWE thoughts, I do a podcast every Tuesday night. Main roster. It's
yes, you do.
WWE podcast.
Good time. By the way, I saw that is Cena fighting Roman Reigns at SummerSlam?
He is. Yeah.
I will probably watch that.
SummerSlam is in the Las Vegas Raiders stadium.
Oh, I dig that stadium.
So it's going to be the biggest SummerSlam in like 20 years.
Still waiting for someone to turn up at Alex's door like, you're my dad.
You're my dad.
Someone turned up on my door earlier, but thankfully they
just brought McDo.
They brought McDo.
And we are definitely the daddy of the McDo.
I don't want to get into this, but
Animatrix.
at least one woman has pretended to have children by me.
Really?
Yeah. Some woman just said she was pregnant when she wasn't really pregnant. She just made it up. So, like, there is a possibility. There isn't, because it was a lie. But, like, you know, I mean, given that was a lie.
I mean, how did you prove it was a lie?
I just don't want to get into that. It was because no baby emerged.
Right.
Because by empiricism, that's how I fucking worked it out in the end. It was like, TikTok, motherfucker.
Wait, did you use science?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Tell us a real story. Tell me something I don't know. Well, what she didn't know is how the human fucking body works. But hey, listen, we didn't get back together.
I think Harmstone's your kid.
Can you imagine him? You love science, really. I
mean, I love you, and you are science, so...
It's a science.
There you go.
Oh, thanks, man.
Love.
It's love.
Just like Terry in Glee.
I don't think I... Oh, wait. Is that...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get there, but yes, that's what she did.
Yeah, she did that. That was so obvious that's what she was doing.
Yo.
So
are we putting anything else in the sea, or should we
move along? Let's move along.
Okay.
Should we move along to a fun game?
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Because people, they'll enjoy it. We're right at the peak of it, yeah.
We did it last week.
Definitely drink,
It's from Cocktails and Bullshit. Mm-hmm. And we're keeping it. We've decided.
Yes,
so it'll come out whenever the fuck we like. This is the segment that we like to call Drinkety Drink.
Drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Drinkety drink.
Welcome in, everybody, to this segment that, as you've probably worked out by now, is called Drinkety Drink. I'm your host, Alex, and tonight's player of the game...
It's me.
...is Jez. And the opposition of Jeremy, as it were, or maybe his assistants, will be everybody here. Beautiful vocals there from Keris. Absolutely spot on. I've got several. In fact, I've got 6 because I just in case there was a tiebreaker against who. We've got no Captain Brilliant.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to win, even though I'm the only contestant.
I'm going to give you your Drinkety Drink board. We should get some stuff printed on the back of that. It's a wonderful performance now. Now, Drinkety Drink's a wonderful thing. We could do all 6 if we want. I've got them all down here. It doesn't matter. I've got some situations that have occurred here, but due to my alcoholic brain, sometimes I forget myself for a minute there, you know, and there are some blanks.
He's got some Maorio on the page
I
that
do.
covers up the answer.
I've got some Maorio. I can't read some of these things out. So I'm going to read them out. You're going to guess what I've written down here in the blank. And you guys here are going to flood the chat with an answer each of what you think should go in the space. Now, if you match with Jeremy, he gets
I get a point.
I don't know how it works. Do you want to get like more than... I really don't know how this is going to work. You're not fighting against anybody. If you don't get it, because they could just talk bullshit. If that's the case.
It could be like, we could do it like categories instead. So if they match with me.
Oh, yes.
So I have full points basically, and you're trying to destroy my points.
Oh, we'll see how that works.
I don't know.
Nobody matched with Jez. You can't. So you're trying not to match with Jez. Does that mean they'll just say things like skyscrapers and bullshit?
That's true, yeah.
Well, try and play within the spirit of the games, guys. It doesn't matter.
How about we get a point if we match? There you go. Yeah, you've got to match with me to get points, and one of you will be the winner. There you go. That works.
Okay, well.
We nailed it.
Do you know what? I don't care about the points so much because...
It's just a fun game to play. Yeah.
Ready, everybody? And, like, the bottom line here is you coming up with a good answer is really the bit that I want the most. Listen. Question number 1 on Drinkety Drink. Every time we match, we put a shot of gin in a drink. Fucking hell. My bed was expensive, but it's worth every pound. I think I just got that joke. As well as being comfortable, it has a built-in blank. This is where we want to drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink. My bed was expensive, but it's worth every pound. As well as being comfortable, it has a built-in blank. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Tams is winning. Drinkety drink. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Right, you've got
See my answer.
I'm going to read the chat. My bed was expensive, but it's worth every pound. As well as being comfortable, it has a built-in beer fridge, says Reese. Hey, that's an excellent choice. Cup holder, says Goblin. Pregnancy detector, Tamsin, that's brilliant. Toilet roll holder, oh my goodness me. Television, actually won by my friend. I have seen that. Has a built-in 4 posts. Maybe one day, Aletha. Coffee bean grinder. Someone's doing well. Brew scooshy gun.
Nice.
Trying to not get you a point. I don't remember how we've agreed it now. KY jelly dispenser. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink. From Chaos Nil. Fleshlight. Sarcasines. Welcome in. Sarcasians. I like it too. So, Jeremy, my bed was expensive, but it's worth every pound, as well as being comfortable. Has a built-in vibrator. Is just exactly the right time for Alice Victoria to now follow. Thank you so much. We're playing Drinkety Drink. So you didn't match with anybody, and they didn't match with you. So who gets points? Do you? Nobody. You have to match with somebody. They have to match with you.
I don't think I can get points. I think it's just them.
Okay, okay, sure. Then you guys are the only people that get points. I like that. Sure, you've got to match with him. You can't win. You're playing against each other. Perfect. I love it. No one gets points. You've got to match with Jez. No one.
Because then in other weeks I can do
the
reading and you can do the thing and blah. It's all good.
Okay, you're playing against each other. I love it. Not for the first time. I was going to say vibrator. Stormwolf. Thank you very much for following. I'm not the only person involved in this, so if you'd like to follow Jeremy, it's at the Jez Show. We're a double act. There's 2 of us. But thank you very much. I know you're on my stream and very kind for the follows. We're playing Drinkety Drink, and you can join along at home.
Like 2 patties and a double quarter pounder.
Which I should eat in the moment because it's going to get cold. Question number 2, guys. You got to... Hey, listen. You're playing against each other. We've worked that out now. You've got to match with Jez.
You've got to get in my mind.
Get in Jez's head. Get in Jez's head.
It's an abyss in there.
Nobody expected Doris to win the race. So she showered everyone with blank when she did. Nobody expected Doris to win the race. So she showered everyone with blank when she did win. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Think along at home. Play along at home. Nobody expected Doris to win the race.
I will say, this is a very scientific answer.
Okay. Nobody expected Doris to win the race, so she showered everyone with blank when she did.
I can look now.
Reese says piss. Harmstone says piss. Joe says seagulls. Monstera plant. Hey, aliens in chat, what's up? How's Sutton doing? Well, hopefully it's still in the same place. Hannah says Mayorio. Shower people with swear words, says Tamsinaki. Urine says Invasion McMikey. Pee, says my brother. Her sweat, says Aletha. Breast milk, says Keris. Horse blood.
Duncan doesn't want the point.
He really doesn't. No. Perspiration, says Nick. I think we've got everyone who said that. I'm going to ask you, though. Mysterious liquids are streaming. Nobody expected Doris to win the race, so she showered everyone with blank.
Quim.
With Quim! When she did. Wait, are you trying to stop them from getting the points? Hundreds and thousands.
She got excited. She gushed a bit.
Jez is crap at this. Okay, well, there's 6 of these because I put an extra one in. Don't worry. Hundreds of thousands is really good. I like the idea that Doris just carries hundreds and thousands while she's racing and just fucking throws them everywhere. All right. Question number 3. Guys. Someone's got to get a point here. I swear to God. Question number 3, everybody. Mum.
Come again. She did. That's where the Quim came from.
Question number 3. Mum was a wise old owl. Weird. She sensibly advised me never to look a gift horse in the blank. Mum was a wise old owl. She sensibly advised me never to look a gift horse in the blank. Blankety blank. Wait, no, that's the real name. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink. We don't have this in the noble house of Helga Hufflepuff. Indeed not. Lots of things coming up you can watch now. Nobody would ever guess Quim, says Mike. He's right. No one looks a gift horse in the penis, says Reese.
Wait, do we want real answers? you got to try and match with me to get a point.
Arse, anus,
Nobody
vagina,
has a point yet.
arse.
Do you want to give him the line again?
It's a good weekend. Mum was a wise old owl. She sensibly advised me never to look a gift horse in the vagina arse. In the blood.
In the pub.
In the hoof.
Like it.
In the hoof, says Joe. That's good. Wait, do we want real answers? If we can, yes. In the eye.
Knitted sweater.
Every orifice is covered. Arse, says Dave. Never look a gift horse in the pub, says Susanna. Never look a gift horse in the stable, says Mike. Never look a gift horse in the knitted sweater, says Paddy. Never look a gift horse in the lower decks. Man, that guy's got a problem. Never look a gift horse in the rectum. That's a favourite phrase, famous phrase. Listen, testicles, says Nick. Butthole, says Roosters. Ear, says Tallulah. Welcome in, Tallulah. Why the long face? Ask Gob, ask, and if I have any time, ask again. Yeah. Mum was a wise old owl. She sensibly advised me never to look a gift horse in the...
Someone's getting points. Cock!
In the cock! I think Reese said that.
And I'm going to give Nova lower decks.
Why? Because it's a load
That's the lower deck.
I thought because it's a load of cock.
It is a load of cock as well, but without being
okay,
derogatory
listen.
to lower decks.
I'm going to make a note of this. Reese has got a point then.
Yeah, and I'm giving Nova a point.
And Nova's got a point. Okay, good.
Did somebody else...
Do you want
to
go
cock
back?
is penis. Are saying that? Yes, Reese, yeah. Did anybody else say penis?
No,
just Reese.
everyone really went for arse.
Yeah. And also, I would never spell arse like that.
It's this sort of level of creative and cultural genius that I'm really glad my parents aren't seeing. What did you do last night, Alex? Well, mother, I got lots of people to chant arse, penis, arse, vagina.
Quim.
Quim. Shall we do question number 4 of 6? We're doing them all. Now, let's see how this goes. The fish shop manager may look aghast, but I absolutely love putting blank on my chips. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink. The fish shop manager may look aghast, but I absolutely love putting blank on my chips. Should get some good ones. You got one? Mm-hmm. Drinkety drink. Mayorio, says Keris. Good choice. Spunk, says Tallulah. Bam! Got the measure of where this is going. Surstrumming, says Tamsanaki. Cock and Quim have been your last 2 answers. I'm glad Jez's parents aren't here.
Yeah, they tuned out after episode 1, to be fair.
Mayorio, says Joe. Gravy, because Northern. Blood and more blood. Duncan, I think Duncan might need to go to the hospital. Can we call Duncan an ambulance? Thank you.
Taxi for 1.
Piss, says Reese. Come, says Dave. Oh my God, what's become of me? I just want
We could turn this into a rap.
Piss, says Reese. Come, says Dave. Dorito Sheep, welcome in. I cannot stay long, but here's 32 bits of the birthday boy because I would guess you are 32. Hey, Fahim, you're such a cool guy. Please do correct me if I'm wrong. You are not. I'm deeply, deeply sorry if you're younger. I blame tired old me. Never. Tired old me. He's like 21 years old.
That makes me 22. I'll take it. If we're ratioing it down.
Yeah. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Can we just go back up a bit because I just got to get the rest of this thing before we play it. Oh God, Nick.
Cottage cheese, that's a good answer.
Go back slightly more because I think we missed. There we are. Piss, says Reese. Come, says Dave. Gentleman's relish, says Streamy, which is basically the same thing. Wine, says Duncan. It's a bit like blood. Mayorio, says Aletha. This is terrible. Sorry, I thought I'd do a dad impression. This is terrible. That is how he speaks. My foreskin, says Chaos. Cumb. A bunt. Jizz from Jez.
Not just any jizz.
Your jizz.
My jizz. Cottage
cheese, which is a bit like Jizz's jizz. Wait, wrong way around. Powdered sugar glaze. Jizz. Margaret! Get Duncan an ambulance. Okay, we got to find out what you said and we'll have to go back. Jez, the fish shop manager may look aghast, but I absolutely love putting...
Mayorio!
Points
for someone.
On my... Let's go back up. I know we've got a couple up here.
I think Aletha got some points. Yeah, Aletha got
points.
Aletha
got a point.
And I think Joe got some very wet points.
And Karis has got
Mayorio as well. Yeah. Oof.
So Karis.
Oof. Basic answer. You're supposed to be matching with me, Mike.
Goblin 1 and Aletha.
You thought that was too obvious. That was your error.
You got to match with him. You got to win. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink.
Very drippy.
Drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Where's the fun in boring answers? That's the thing. You either want to win or you want to be funny.
Want to entertain.
Yes. No, listen. If you can do both, good work. We go for Jizz Jez.
I'll take Jizz Jez for 200.
Okay. Question 5 of 6. Hey, listen.
Right. To be clear, you're trying to match with me.
Think about Jeremy.
If you want the points. Clear your mind of all thoughts unrelated to jazz.
People can stare all they want, but I'm completely comfortable with the size of my blank. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Think about it. Think about what Jez is up to. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink. People can stare all they want, but I'm completely comfortable with the size of my blank. Drinkety drink, drinkety
I haven't written
drink.
an answer yet.
That's okay. Keep thinking. Keep thinking. Everyone else can drop some stuff in. Some great answers coming in here. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Tallulah, this classic. Invasion McMikey, yes, I like it. Fahim, that's a good one.
Man, I'm struggling here.
No, it's okay. Let me read it out again.
Please do.
People can stare all they want, but I'm completely comfortable with the size of my blank. It's something to do with Jez. It's the size of that thing that Jez has. Jez has many things in his house. You've got to think about Jez. People can stare all they want, and when we go round to Jez's house, frequently we stare at it. People can stare all they want, but I'm completely comfortable with the size of my... Right, so let's just slide up a little. You've got one now, yeah?
I've got one now, yes.
I detected with my peripheral vision. Hey, Streamy comes right in there. You either want to win or piss, or both in the case of that woman. He starts off with the size of my rectum, the size of my bank balance must be nice, says Mike.
He's not seen my bank balance, obviously.
He has seen the size of your dodeca cheese strong, which is what Tamsin says.
That's a nice one.
Cock and balls from Tallulah and Mike. The size of my nose, says Fahim. The size of my legs, says Joe. The size of my load,
that's a good one too,
says Aletha.
None of these are the correct answers.
The size of my ego, says the size of my wine glass. He's not a big wine fan. I don't know if that's going to work. The size of my Chicago Bears collection. Do you have many in your house? Like old players from Chicago Bears history?
I do, yeah. I've locked them up and they're never escaped.
They're getting it. The size of my cum sample, says Nick. If you want to get the points, you've got to match up with Jez. Now you'll hear that to the tune of one. If you want to get my points, you got to match up with Jez. It's true, you've got to. The size of my penis, says Reese's. No one should apologise for that. The size of my White Ranger sword. Is that also penis, Keris?
That's a euphemism, yeah.
The size of my forehead. The size of my WWE collection of videos. Hat. Jez's hat. Okay, listen. I'm going to read it out to you. People can stare all they want, Jez, but I'm completely comfortable with the size of my...
Forehead.
Forehead!
Duncan gets a point.
Forehead, Duncan! Very good. People can stare all I want. Lots of people on a point here. Now, we've got one left to go. 1 point will probably win it here. Duncan has a point, Karis has a point, Joe has a point, Aletha has a point,
everyone's on one,
Reese has a point, and Nova has a point. With one left to go.
You hope.
Well, I don't have any more written down. I didn't think this game would... That should have been the end of the game. It's good. Hey, it's a good job I did a sixth one. Hat is close. Jez's hat.
I mean, it's on my forehead.
But it's not his forehead, though, is it? You can...
it doesn't point out like my giant forehead. My five head, if you will.
White Ranger sword. Is that the cosplay you do at home? Well, maybe. Let's do number 6 and see where we go. Okay. And then maybe I'll make a cocktail. Okay. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink. I'm trying to bring you into it. My best friend made the front page of all the papers recently. The headline read, World's Biggest Blank. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Join in the chat. Drinkety drink. My best friend made the front page of all the papers recently. The headline read, World's Biggest Blank. Drinkety drink. He's writing. You're writing. Drinkety drink. Drinkety drink. Drinkety drink. Drinkety drink. You got it, yeah? Mm-hmm. I'll read out what we got. Wanker. I'm going to read this out. My best friend made the front page of all the papers recently. The headline read, World's Biggest. Wanker. Cunt, says Keris. Rectum. Burger. World's Biggest Burger, says Reese. World's Biggest Dickhead, said Tallulah. World's Biggest Arse, says Duncan. World's Biggest Singing Sensation, said Tamsinaki. That's nice. If I'm the best friend. World's Biggest Tosser.
Let's just say for the purposes of this game, you are.
Yes, I thought I would be. The world's biggest twat, The world's biggest asshole pimple, Oreo. Loser. World's biggest Chicago Bears fan, not for me.
The answers have changed since I mentioned that I was writing about you.
Ego. My answer still stands.
What did he put? Wanker.
There
you go.
World's biggest head. So true. World's biggest wine drinker. Is it people? This is just unload on Alex now. It's like we stopped the game. It's like, what's Alex the world biggest?
Forget the game. Let's just roast Alex. It's much better.
Drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink. World's biggest age. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink. World's biggest ABC hoodie. Collector of WWE videos.
Nobody's got it.
There's no one.
Nobody's got it. Shall we just let them keep going?
Drinkety drink. Loser. World's biggest BMI, according to Gartic. I'm the biggest. World's biggest what? Okay, can I see what you've written? No one's going to guess that.
No,
they're not going to know. But
inspiration did not come.
World's biggest chatter. Wait, do we slip into haters going to hate? No, but we will be soon. I'll tell you what. Just because we need someone to win it. No, none of you are right. He has picked something which is in this room. Okay? He has picked something which is in your field of view.
I spy with my little eye.
My best friend made the front page of all the papers recently. The headline read, "World's biggest angle grinder." While you're drinking, the world's biggest angle grinder. Kerry's got there first. And then Joe, Duncan, all of whom have points. But Kerry's got in there first. My best friend made the front page of all the papers recently. The headline read, "World's biggest angle grinder." Congratulations, Keris. Somehow you made it through what is only can be described as the most bullshit. World's biggest Twitch streamer. We can only hope, Aletha. Well, and that...
The rum's at the bottom of that. Mm.
Oh, really? Is it spicy? Is it spicy meatball?
Mm-hmm. Oh, too late.
And that is a segment, he says, pausing slightly while he knows that...
moves his mouse.
Yes, indeed. Yep. That's a segment we like to call Drinkety Drink.
Drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Drinkety drink.
Wow. I mean, that was a great game.
Could have been better.
I mean, if anyone's going to match with Jez, it probably should be Keris.
It's true.
How many shots of gin for the McDo Coke? I haven't had any in my... I haven't even had my burger yet. The thing is, when you're doing this thing, which one is which? That one's got a dent in it. This one's got a dent in it. How do we know which one is... Hold on.
Well,
we should know by drinking.
Yeah. Well, you got Coke Zero like a loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've got it. I've got it.
I mean, they're basically the same drink anyway.
I don't think they taste the same.
They pretty much do.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
We're very... Normally, I would not have agreed with that. Well, the point is that I like one and I don't like the other, so there must be something.
You should have asked Paula Grady.
Paula Grady? Well, they can come along. I'm sat in Jez's chair, clearly channeling his personality. Get another cocktail in. Shall I make one?
Oh, well, actually...
Or do you want to do that? Because I want to make the... Well, do you want me to try and do that thing? But
yes, I do.
Oh, God, okay.
Right. So, while we've just exited a segment from Cocktails and Bullshit, a now defunct show that we did with Captain Brilliant, we're going to enter into another segment.
Yes.
From Cocktails and Bullshit.
While you're talking, I'm going to eat a nugget.
Go for it.
Thank you.
Didn't really need to declare that either.
No, I just felt like saying it.
Nugget! So, from Drinkety Drink, we move into Can't Cock, Won't Cock. Ah!
All the best fucking stings tonight.
Now, in Can't Cock, Won't Cock, Alex has to make a cocktail from the ingredients that he has here already.
Yes.
And a special ingredient. Now, before we get to the special ingredient, I just want to take us on a little trip down memory lane.
Oh, well, let's do that.
And
we'll
put a bit of
burger before.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And put a bit of context to this.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. He's got himself a snack. Thank fuck for that. Fuck me, I was fat then. What have you got there, Alex?
Well, I didn't have a lot of time, obviously, because we've got to keep
this rolling.
Got to keep doing the show. So I decided to get some beans. Actually, the beans are really nice. Oh. No, it's okay, because where's my thing?
Oh, no,
It's also, I've got to step back. There you go.
If you haven't seen this is amazing.
Oh yeah,
Check this
no, I
out.
had some Weetabix, so I thought maybe I could put, because I can't, you understand that I can't actually go and cook something right now, and I'm hungry, so I'm just gonna
We get it again. It's not okay.
And there's the cocktail cam, where you will
Oh man, this is amazing.
beans to make us a cocktail. I'm gonna have to drink it too, so I've really fucked myself here.
I mean, let me just say, I've no idea. So glad I finished eating, right? Oh fuck, it's beans. Don't. Hannah, there'll be some left. I nearly saw my Chinese takeaway again. I hope, by the way, you guys enjoyed that little segment of me eating beans on Weetabix. There's a story behind that.
Yeah, if you want to see the full story, you can go back to the...
What are we going to put with this? Can I just make... I don't want to
Yeah.
make that drink that I like and just add beans. We should put ice and beans and shake it up with some other alcohol and see what fucking...
I think it needs to be shaken, yeah.
Oh, we're definitely going to shake the beans.
Maybe you could get your muddler out and muddle some beans,
I
maybe.
want to muddle. That was a bit too
just some
sexual there.
ideas.
You two are definitely going to be sick later tonight. God, I hope not. We're drinking tomorrow. Bloody, can I put some of this in it? Because I just don't want... I have to say that might muddle the taste a little bit. A
Yeah.
Beanie Mary. Any suggestions in chat of what should go with it? I'm thinking vodka. Mixed with 10-year-old boys' piss eggs.
There's another callback.
That's a callback. King of callbacks. Chaos nil.
Hat boy, hello.
A Heinz Russian. Do you know what? I could do that. It won't...
Heinz Russian.
Yeah, it's like a white Russian, but it's
with
going to...
vodka.
So vodka,
and beans.
Kahlua, milk, and beans. It doesn't need shaking. We can pour the milk in afterwards. Let me try that.
He's off. Off he goes. Do you remember the time when Captain Brilliant did this, and he put the milk in and it curdled terribly with the lime? I think it was.
I don't have the good glasses because I didn't wash them, but don't worry, these glasses will be fine.
Yeah, we don't need a massive amount, do we?
Not really, no.
This is This is offensive to Russians, says Hannah. You can't really see it from this angle, but I can see the wheels turning in the side of his head. You need to duck down a bit. That was just your chin. There you go. Super rank game. Super rank game. Aletha, I'm making a memory that I don't want in my memory. Stop this. There's vinegar in bean sauce, Duncan suggests, so we might get another curdling.
That'll be fine.
It'll be fine, he says.
I don't really care. I don't really care. It doesn't bullshit anyway.
Streamy Panini objects you handling the ice with bare hands. I think, really, that ship has sailed when we're putting beans in there.
Streamy. We've seen each other for the last 2 years. This is the tip of the fucking iceberg, mate. Oh man, we don't have time for that shit. We've got to get on with it. Right, let's put some vodka in here because vodka makes everything good.
Tallulah Devils drop some Russian. I assume it means this is fucking awesome. I think that's what it does.
Beautiful, beautiful artisanal Russian vodka.
Lovely.
Put in some of that.
Only the best vodka for the bean cocktail.
Yeah. Glad I'm wasting the good vodka on this. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink.
And while we're on this subject, your father adds...
She needs shaking, by the way, but I'm going to shake it. Maybe I can mix it. I'll mix it instead.
While we're on the subject, your father adds, stop doing everything else too.
A bean Russian is a good suggestion from Holmes.
It's not like him to help out, is it?
It isn't like him to help out.
Yeah.
Now, what I thought we might add now is the beans. So, let's get on, man.
And the good news is it's a big tin, so you're going to have some left over for a Weetabix-based snack later. Or maybe a bit in with your Mayorio.
Man, these are good. I just bloody love beans.
Nailed it.
Actually, there's quite. I tuned in to see a man eat beans.
Is it smashed beans or is it just the juice going in? Asked Goblin T-Pound.
The actual beans are going in.
Nice. Yeah, they'll get smashed up on the ice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, be fine.
Can't have a situation when we don't get the beans out.
Streamlabs has chosen this opportunity to pipe up and suggest that people follow if they're enjoying the content. If you are here for beans and a bean cocktail, this is going to be rank. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Are you going to use the beans as some garnish? Asked Karis. He couldn't hear me.
Sorry?
Are you going to use the beans as some garnish? Asked Karis.
Oh, I was thinking about that.
Do you two get heartburn from these concoctions? Asked Mikey. We don't know yet. We haven't done it.
Worst thing we've ever made, by the way. Not even I like this.
Oh, that looks unpleasant. You have the power to stop this. No, I set it in motion. I can't turn back now.
If I could turn back time.
Is this cocktail to swallow or chew? Asked
I have
Susanna.
to say,
I think that looks alright like that. I wouldn't even bother with the milk.
nah, it's perfect like this.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you want to sting us back to...
I will.
Or hang on, just to check something, make sure I don't leave the... Yeah, no, that's cool. Sometimes when I'm moving fast, I leave the fridge open. There you go.
It looks interesting.
You won't like that. Cheers.
It smells a bit coffee-y, actually.
It should be, there's coffee in it.
Oh, that would be why.
It is beansy.
I can't even taste the beans. I can just taste the
I can
the
really
coffee.
taste the beans.
I can just taste
Maybe the
coffee.
coffee's too much for you.
I'm not a coffee drinker, am I? So it's a strong flavour.
We want milk. I'll put the
palate
milk in there. Do you want milk in yours?
No, I'm alright. I can't say I'm probably going to finish it, but...
Oh my god.
Okay, now I taste the bean.
Oh my god. Fuck me, this is a bad idea. I now make the cocktail I fucking like. Oh
No, there's no fun in that, is there?
No. Oh my god.
No, not at all.
We like to drink with Alex.
It does need a cocktail sausage. That's exactly what it needs. Cocktail sausage garnish. Just on the edge. Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Give the people what they want. Give him some
He
bits.
did the thing. He did the thing. I'm down with it. I love that. I think it's a great chant, but I'm not going to do it every time because that is a bean Russian. I have to say.
Happy birthday.
Oh man, the beans.
That's pretty good.
The actual physical beans didn't come out, but the beans made themselves present. When I smelt that over there, that was not a fun smell, and I bloody love beans. Oh my god.
I mean, I'm just quite enjoying casually drinking it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've got no problem with it.
A raw egg in it. I don't know how I want that.
We don't fuck with raw egg.
Homie don't play that way. I'm glad this is not a smell of it. You wouldn't want to smell it. Did
broke-
you not see over there when I smelt it?
Have I broken you? Have I finally found the limit to your beanery?
I don't know. I wasn't a fan of it. Beans, and musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. Do you want to make your real cocktail now?
What about the more you drink, the more you toot?
Happy birthday! Are you not entertained? Let me go and clean this shit up. Talk to them about it.
Yes. Are you going to make your real cocktail now, are you?
Yes, because I think you might...
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh,
He's That's the end of that. Bye-bye, cocktail. It's really not that bad. I don't know what he's on about.
no, you should smell this. No, mate, this is the wrong... no. Let me just get this cleaned
The
out.
cocktail shaker made him retch.
Oh,
Don't get me sharted. It might very well be by the end of the night. Hang on, let me just turn back on cocktail cam because he's a broken man right now. He is a broken man.
Oh, there you go. He's got himself a
got to turn the thing off. Fuck. There you go.
I'm fine, I'm cool, I'm fine. I'm cool. I'm good.
I think milk will make it way worse. Yes, I think so too, which is why I suggested we leave it out. It's making the coffee tolerable. I'm not a coffee fan.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
But it's making the coffee tolerable. The beans really take the edge off it. Yeah, he's having some beans to cleanse his palate of beans.
I don't think about what I'm making now.
Nothing washes out beans like another dose of beans.
Hey, it's care of the beans that bit you.
Do you want these glasses?
Yes, please. Actually, no, I don't need them, but I'll take them away because they're in our way.
I will need them for my my second
Do you want
one.
me to slightly wash them out?
That would be wonderful.
Completely wash them out. It's just slightly wash
Slightly, yeah, you know.
them out. Right.
Would you like your hand sanitized, sir? No, just partly sanitized. If you could do the fronts but not the backs, that would be great. Get the Gaviscon ready. I'm gonna be fine. I don't know about hit, but I'm gonna be fine. I'd rather have a coffee, says Aletha, and then Duncan with the pedantic zinger of the night. Made with beans.
Did we put him in the sea? Are we still in that segment? I'm so confused.
No, I like that one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Like, Duncan is firing on all cylinders tonight, as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
Yes, I do have an early start. As do you. I hope you're.
Your father you're talking to.
Yeah, I hope you're drinking along with me there, your father, as you're preparing to join me at 9 a.m. for the final jazz show at the Olympics. Talking about karate. And I did promise to at least commentate one of the matches as if I am good old JR from WWE. That's happening. Because by God, one of them will be a Slobberknocker. I'm not sure which one. Duncan is peaking this week. Yeah. He won at Marbles, and I think that's just set him off on a course of absolute awesomery, to be quite frank. And I don't often speak highly of Duncan, it must be said.
Right. Am I on cocktail cam?
You are on cocktail cam.
I'll try and be loud.
Yeah, just shout.
Oh, shout. I'll use my big voice.
I'll move the mic over there a
Oh,
bit.
thank you very much. So, real drink time. My favourite...
Stuck down a bit.
Just as you said that.
Just a classic Cocktails and Bullshit episode 1 lean.
Is this better?
That's much better.
Yeah, cool. I love a Naked and Famous. And in the Naked and Famous is Aperol.
This is really fine, honestly.
Yeah, oh my god. Maybe the things we used were the bad bit. Anyway, and Mezcal, but we don't have Mezcal because it's expensive. So I've got something that's a bit like Mezcal.
No Pessoa, asks Reese.
No Pessoa. No, I don't have any. So I've got tequila, which is like Mezcal. And I wanted, what you need in this is yellow chartreuse, but yellow chartreuse is expensive. So I've got green chartreuse, which I pinched from Captain Brilliant.
So, green chartreuse not equally as expensive then? What's the deal with that?
It is equally expensive, but this was free because
it's not yours.
It's not mine. He gave it. Because I said to him, would you mind giving me a little bit? And he gave me a bottle. So I've substituted 2/3 of this, or actually half of this, my Naked and Famous. So we're going to call this that I Want to Be Famous. We're going to make that.
Yeah, Streamy Panini suggested Alex is famous.
Alex is famous. That's a good one. Right, let's put this all together. Make one for both of us. Okay, tequila goes in.
I think now that I've clipped that beans thing properly,
yeah,
I should give it to you so that you can have it as a channel point redemption.
Bean thing?
The bean, play the bean clip for...
That is a good one.
For one channel point. Because everybody wants it.
It's a good clip. Oh man. Nice. Put that in there. Okay.
Now to be clear, at which stage of her career did Ariana Grande drink a bean cocktail?
In the early going. That was her first album,
yeah.
I think.
I'm just trying to pinpoint what stage of being famous we're at right now on the Ariana Grande scale.
That's my... I'm trying to get these. Free the limes. I'm going to use real lime. Why not?
Too many limes. It was super early, like Nickelodeon. Okay. Right, well, we've got a long way to go then. Thank you, your father. I'm glad somebody got that reference.
We were talking about that the other day. Right, just going to get these things and we'll shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up. One more, I think. One line more.
To be fair, if I can rely on anybody to get the wrestling reference, it's going to be your father.
I'll do. Close enough.
Ariana Grande isn't as famous as Times New Roman. Well, quite. But
That's enough.
she's no classic Calibri or Verdana, let's be honest. Yeah? Duncan. Man, smashed it. Calibri, man.
I like Calibri.
Calibri's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm going to have to
It's
wash
a
these
sexy little
fucking
font.
beans.
What's that, your strainer?
Yeah.
His strainer is contaminated with beans.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Okay, cool. Probably just pour this in front of this because it's
You're
kind
into
of cool.
Cooper Black for titles at the moment. Cooper Black was my go-to when I was 13. That's what I said. The sharp edges. As long as we all agree, and we have to, because I'm pretty sure I put it in the C, nobody uses Comic Sans. If Comic Sans hasn't already gone in the sea,
It should be.
I'm doing it right now. It should be! Absolutely. Comic Sans was the bane of my life as a teacher. Do I have to use Comic Sans now? It's the only font that's in the sea, so yeah, go for it. Go for it. Man, that looks good.
Yeah?
I'm looking forward to you bringing them over here because the orange is not coming through perfectly on the cocktail can, but we did not bother changing the colour settings of. Quite a high brightness. Joker Man is the worst. I don't know that one. No, don't know that one. Okay. Show Card Gothic. That's a good one. Nice and weighty. Here he comes. Let's.
I like this. I mean, these actually look more like beans than the other.
Full screen.
Mm-hmm.
That does look beanie.
There you go.
I'm going to stop drinking this one.
So I think this is slightly more. So you can have a big one. Cheers. It's going to have quite a sharp.
It's very limey. As the tequila adds to that.
It's not a perfect Naked and Famous, but it does taste pretty much like one. That is as poor man's a Naked and Famous if you're ever going to get.
Don't forget to move the mic back. Thank you.
Good choice.
Thank you, Mike, for the mic check. Bottoms up, down in one.
We like to drink. No.
We like to remove the taste of the beans from our mouth.
What do you think of that, by the way? I don't know if it's necessarily your thing, but it isn't
gonna usually my thing.
It's going to be quite bitter.
I do
quite
like
sour.
I
Actually.
do like a bitter sour drink.
So you're going to get the chartreuse is quite sour, and the lime is quite kind of like sour. I guess is how you describe a lime.
Mouthfeel, asked Tamsin, and you did ask that earlier, and I apologise for not explaining the mouthfeel of whatever it was you asked.
I'm not downing that one. It's
It's
beautiful. I've got to eat a bit of
very
burger.
syrupy.
Yeah, it's you know.
Like, you know how you do that thing with the wine? You bounce it off the side of the glass, and if it sticks, then it's sugary.
Yeah, and the viscosity.
Yeah, this definitely stays on the side of the glass for a while.
So this has Aperol in it, which
Say
is.
goodbye to your brother.
See you later. I'll see you tomorrow, Patrick. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for coming.
We
Is
like
Patrick
to.
coming tomorrow?
Yeah, Patrick's
Oh,
coming.
awesome. I'll see you tomorrow.
We like to bean with Alex because Alex is a bean. When we bean with Alex, he beans it. Honestly, I reckon I could go and do that.
You could finish that can of beans.
I
Like
really
it ain't
love
no thing.
So the Aperol obviously is an Italian aperitif, which has a certain amount of, I suppose, bitterness to it. This green chartreuse is quite bitter, but quite sweet as well, in the same way. Lime is obviously limey, and then you've got the tequila,
Which obviously is bitter. For the heathens and laymen's in the room.
Yeah.
What is a chartreuse? What type of?
Yeah, I
thing is
mean, I want to say because like chartreuse, the green chartreuse and the yellow chartreuse is made by monks. So like a lot of that monk-based stuff is heavily alcoholic,
It's a bit like the Buckfast down in Buckfast Abbey. I've got to realise something about that today.
It's like a moonshiny type of...
Yeah, I want to say like Buckfast is a tonic wine, so this is like another...
Chartreuse.
Chartreuse. You chartreuse in the morning. Chartreuse is like a herbal... It's like a herbal monk alcoholic drink. So basically, the monks took a load of herbs and a load of alcohol and they smashed that shit together and then they drank it. So the yellow stuff is obviously a neon yellow and the green stuff is a beautiful green. And when I was in Belgium one time, they had no yellow chartreuse. They made me one with green. And it does taste very much like that, unsurprisingly. But I'm a big fan of that because I have to say, I can tell the difference, but I'm happy that I've got it. I'm really happy I'm so happy that this is a thing in my mouth right now.
It's not a...
I'm a big fan.
It's not an easy kind of, slurp it quickly type of cocktail.
Oh, no. This is a sit and have a sip, put it down.
Yeah, it is nice.
Thank you very much, USMC. Thank you very much for coming in for my birthday stream.
It does make me want salt.
Go for it.
Salt. MC, welcome. Hello.
Chartreuse. I hope you guys are having a good time today. I feel like we're going from one segment to another in a fun kind of way. It's fun birthday kind of stuff. Got a lot of McDo. We're drinking. I do hope you guys are having a good time as well. You've got to be kidding me. Tom, bringing the puns. Loving it. So, yeah. Like many monks, they do like to make something super potent. Do you know? Think about all these Belgian beers, these Trappist monks making beautiful but super alcoholic Belgian beers, making super alcoholic green chartreuse, yellow chartreuse, and then Buckfast tonic wine.
I mean, they've got nothing better to do, have they?
Yeah, to make that and cheese. I told a story a while ago on the stream about a time when I went to Buckfast Abbey, and the monk beers are awesome. So happy this is a thing in my mouth right now.
We do need to set up ad quote on your and
my channel. Yeah. Oh, Suzanne would. What a surprise that she's the one that picked up on that one. I told a story a while ago when I went to Buckfast Abbey as a child. There was because it's down in Cornwall or Devon, wherever the fuck it is. They have scone cream teas. So they have clotted cream teas, and I got one. And when they had the options of the scone, two scones come together to mutate into a big scone.
Do they end scones?
They had.
Is that a thing?
Is that a thing? And essentially, when I saw the options of it, I said there was one mutant scone and lots of normal scones.
Buckfast is dreadful, though. Have you tried it?
I have not. Love a Bucky. Tom loves a Bucky. We know Club Mad loves a Bucky.
He does. He's probably streaming without knowing it right now.
Not knowing that we're talking about it.
In the way that he often does.
But yeah, there were lots of options for...
the Hoose Juice.
Is that what he says? Hey, listen, but the thing is, Tom is up that way as well. Tom is up in Scotland.
Ah, there we go.
So he knows.
I was pretty surprised when you said Devon for Buckfast. I thought it was a Scottish.
Oh yeah, it's way down in, but it's been popularised up north, as it were. But yeah, essentially, there was one big mutant double scone, and I said I wanted it, and I attributed this story to my mum. I was talking to them about today. I said in the original time when I said this, and my mum said, you can't have the big scone. And the woman behind the counter said, hey, someone's got to get it, which I used as an analogy for life and just said, hey, listen, take the big scone if you want it. But I saw my parents today for lunch for my birthday, and I told that story, and my dad said, and I told you shouldn't have it. And this whole time I'd been attributing it to my mother, and it wasn't, it was my dad. And apparently they said, we took a picture of the mega scone, but it never came out. Back in the days when you had to get your photos actually developed. We never, the mega scone picture never saw the light of day. It was my dad. But by the way, as soon as I started telling that story, my mum told it verbatim, and I'm like, oh my God, that stayed with her. Don't ask, don't get. Exactly, right? Bazinga, welcome in. Make sure you get the cream and jam the right way around. Devonians go mental if you do it. Oh, this came up.
This is a thing, right? And
I'd like to talk about it.
Me too. I've been waiting to discuss scones and putting jam and cream.
I don't know where we stand on this
kind of stuff. Right. Well, you go first because surprisingly,
yeah. I mean,
I'm mellow about it in an aggressive kind of way.
That's interesting. I saw this yesterday because I don't agree with Captain Brilliant. Captain Brilliant has a way of doing this. I like to put my cream down first, and then I like to put my jam on top. And the reason for that is The reason for that is cream is quite solid. Cream is a good foundation because it's clotted cream, so it doesn't really move very much. So you put a good layer down of that, and then you dollop a bit of jam on top, which is kind of a little bit more watery and movable. So a bit like, when you get a Muller rice thing and you put the jam in the middle of it. So I go
Scone, cream, very solid, jam on top. But some people on Facebook yesterday did not understand how you do that. But I really think that. But what do you think?
First of all, it's scone as in cone.
There you go.
It's got cone in it. It's the clues in the name. But I will say, in the argument of jam or cream first,
Yes.
everybody should go fuck themselves. Because it truly does not fucking matter. Put the jam on first, then put the cream on, fine. Hey, if you like it the other way around, I've got something that's going to blow your fucking mind.
I don't know how you can possibly do it.
Turn the scone over.
Turn it over.
It doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't matter.
It just doesn't fucking matter.
I used to be part of a LARP community, the Lions, Curious Pastimes, and they got quite into the debate of jam, cream,
Debate.
jam. I know.
Fuck me. We're going to have a referendum or what?
I mean, look how well that worked out last time.
It can only end well.
It can only end well. I'm with you, Alex. Plus, you get full of jam flavour. I just kind of feel like it's just solid enough to kind of. It's so solid, like the So Solid crew. You know, makes perfect sense. But I get mullered when I do that. Well, I mean, I don't know what's in your jam. Depends on the type of cream, I guess. I mean, I always think, yeah, like clotted cream. Like by its definition, it's a solid thing to put it on. Senor Jam. Of course, the bloody Lions got into that argument. I know they did. They wouldn't leave it alone. But I saw some people on Facebook last night, and they were like, "Which one do you like?" And they're two pictures, and one had jam on top, and one had cream on top. And somebody, and I never get involved. Somebody said, "Well, I don't." Obviously, the left-hand side was jam on the bottom and cream on the top. And someone commented, "I couldn't see how you'd possibly do it the other way. How would you even do it?" And I'm like, I really want to get involved.
You're a prick.
I really want to get involved. And I'm like, no, go fuck yourself. I don't care. Are we going to do a World Cup of pastries?
Why am I the person who has a strong opinion about anything? The person that doesn't give a fuck about that?
Well, I know. I mean, ultimately,
Is it just a carryover from Positivity Month? Am I broken?
maybe.
Is that a thing?
How you feel? Are you feeling positive since?
I am.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
only 6 days into the month as well.
Yeah.
We know.
I'm feeling good. I'm still feeling positive. I do unleash a little bit more of the rage, but
Tiny pies.
bringing
it back.
I do find myself kind of going, do people need to hear this? No, they don't. So I don't say it.
Fair enough.
I'm an improved man. But that does I can't fucking speak. This is stronger than I thought. That does segue me quite nicely, because for all of Positivity Month,
Yes.
I have not been haters gonna hating.
No.
I've been unable to hate for the entire month.
You haven't been able to hate. Is this something that's going to be unleashed now, do you feel?
No. But what is going to be unleashed is the wanton love that people must feel, because Alex, on his birthday, is going to love things relentlessly in the segment that we now all love to call Lover's Gonna Love.
Hey, buddy.
Donald, this is amazing! You even sound different!
I just feel so happy and relaxed.
Love
This shit I'm
in. Love
This shit I'm
in. Yes, please. So we might not even hate is gonna hate. That's kind of how we roll now. We do what the fuck we like.
Are we drunk yet, says Mechanicus, and happy birthday, Squire. Thank you very much for your happy birthday tidings. I am not drunk yet. No.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I think I'm further along than
I've
he
got a
is.
drink. Hey, listen, I've got a bar appointment.
Losing my mouth a little bit.
I've got an appointment at a place to drink at 11:30.
Fuck you, man. I'm streaming the Olympics at 9 a.m.
Yeah, but no, I've got a physical. I've got a place. I've got a place to be.
Yeah, and I've got to get out of my bed.
I mean,
I've
I
got
don't
to
give a
get
shit
home
about
tonight.
these guys. I mean, just like apart from the guys that brought me presents. Anyway, yes, but Lover's Gonna Love, you say?
Oh, you mean tonight?
Yes, I meant tonight.
Oh, you fucked up there, didn't you?
Well, we're not gonna. Well, this is what I've said.
Nah, we'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
We'll make it work.
Okay.
I'm just joshing you.
Oh, is it a secret place? It is secret. Yes.
So, in the vein of getting the fuck on with it,
Yes, sir.
this is Lover's Gonna Love. I've been loving on stuff for the last month, so now it's Alex's turn. I've got some ideas if you guys are total massive failures. What would you like Alex to love on?
No, I thought
What do
this
you-
was gonna be
what do you
so
think that
easy.
Alex doesn't like very much.
Oh my god. James 31 exclamation mark.
You can play.
Oh, you pricks! Oh my god, I thought this was going to be easy.
Is that 2 good ones?
Yeah, they're
All right.
really good.
Okay, that's 3. We are now closed. Too slow. Save it for next week.
Meetings.
My God, there's so many.
Meetings
There are
are
so
love
many.
is such a good one.
No, you got to take them in order. We're taking them in order. Bring back your entries next week.
Okay, so love
I
on
knew
cards.
this would be a thing.
This
I
is
knew this would be a thing, and I
How
love it
is
so
this
much.
so
He was
good?
like, "I love everything. Why would anybody try and make me love on things?" I'm like, I think you hate more
things
shit
than
than
you
you
think.
realise, man. Because I've got a list of my own, and none of those things are on it. So enjoy, man. Please kick us off with Cards Against Humanity.
What a wonderful game. You know, for a long time, board games were the domain of geeks and nerds, and people hated them, just like those people that didn't realise they loved fantasy until Game of Thrones came out and converted them in a similar gateway way. Cards Against Humanity is possibly the greatest game ever made, and is wonderful in its intricacies, not least the fact that its ability to consistently reinvent itself in a beautiful way and have extensions. It's wonderful. If you don't know Cards Against Humanity, it's a bit like Apples to Apples, but it's so much better. Apples to Apples is another kind of like filling in the blanks game, in a similar way to Quiplash, because that's something we all know. Cards Against Humanity has you a hand of funny, crazy, tasteless bullshit in that kind of Rick and Morty world where everything goes and no one gives a shit. You've got worlds like the Jews, Adolf Hitler, whatever the fuck, you know, all these terrible, tasteless shit. You've got to jam that shit into the blank, and boy, do people eat that shit up, and with good reason. Cards Against Humanity is a pitch perfect, and not only that, other than being a flawless game, it was never much better placed than right at that moment when people were calling out for something where people who
Does this sound like a loving tone to you, folks?
I think so. Oh god, what a game. Struggling to get together with their friends in ways to chat. Cards Against Humanity gets it right and introduces people into board games where they never would have done before. People whose only understanding of board games was Monopoly, Scrabble, Risk. Sometimes play Risk. Had no understanding of games. Cards Against Humanity is the greatest gateway game into playing board games ever. And it's hilarious.
Quote him, folks.
And it's hilarious because it allows people to be funny. It's an improvisation game, and I bloody dig that because it allows people to find ways. It introduces them into improvisation in a way that they perhaps didn't understand that they could do. So it holds their hand a little bit and unleashes them. It's a fucking amazing game. Incredible game. Brilliant. I have nothing but love for Cards Against Humanity. And it's cheap, and it's super cheap. It's like 20 quid. You can't, and also, if you didn't want to pay that, you can print that shit off at home. So, hey, listen.
Reese has joined in on the pedantry. Surely it's a card game, not a board game.
I mean, you know, these things are
what is a card game?
Ultimately interchangeable, really.
Isn't a card game the one with the 52 and 2 jokers?
Board games and card games, you know, are fairly ubiquitous. All wonderful things
a table
together.
game,
absolutely,
if you will.
How
you feeling, man? It sounded really positive there.
Really positive. I dig the game. Also, by the way, the way they put it together is really super sleek. It comes in a very beautiful kind of black and white look. Like the look and the feel of it is really, really good as well. You can't deny. Like some people make shit components in their card games and they're wobbly and crap and all this sort of stuff. I'm not kidding about this. I'm serious. It's a really beautifully put together. You'd think those things would be overlooked. Nothing is overlooked on Cards Against Humanity. And more power to them. And so say all of us. I bloody love Cards Against Humanity. What a game.
There's going to be some quality clips coming out of this segment. Going
I dig it. I've played it so many times and I never had a bad game of it. In fact, even those times when I didn't win Cards Against Humanity, no one really loses Cards Against Humanity. Everyone has a lovely time that night, you know?
You might want to explain to Susanna how this segment works.
No, she doesn't understand board games anyway. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But to be clear, Susanna, and for anybody else who's just tuning in, Lover's Gonna Love is a segment in which you are given a topic and you must speak favourably, positively, lovingly about it, whether or not that is your true opinion or not.
Even if I don't feel this way,
you must unleash
I must love it.
The power of love on whatever the topic is. And so obviously people have chosen subjects that Alex truly loves in a way to not at all reverse trigger him.
What was the second one on that list?
So your next topic, whether you choose to accept it or not, is Peter Davison.
Oh, what a guy. What a guy. I've met that guy. he is a real gent. And he gives his time willingly to the geek community. And not just the time I saw him, frequently he gives his time willingly to a lot of conventions. Peter Davison, better well known as the Fifth Doctor, probably the best Doctor we've ever had.
I think you'll find he's better known as the head of the CPS in Law and Order UK. But
we have very different... Do you know what? For a lot of people...
I mean, who watches Doctor Who? Everybody watches Law and Order UK.
I mean, they have... Listen, they're very different fan bases. English people, British people, the country over will always love and always cherish Peter Davison as an absolute national treasure.
Emphasis on cunt.
The country over. I mean, and I'm not kidding.
Wow, he's pulled that one back.
He really has. Peter Davison is a national treasure, and not just for his work as the Fifth Doctor. What you have to understand is at a time when, we come out of the black and white world of William Hartnell, Patrick Troughton.
I think we were long past that by the time we got to Davison.
Absolutely. We're long past that. We come out of that into some real stories, some real great, excellent visuals in Doctor Who, and who was there spearheading it but the greatest Doctor Who actor we've ever seen, Peter Davison, with a quintessentially British style, looked amazing, always the best zingers, amazing one-liners. He was funny, he was unbelievable, and didn't stop there. Many people in England will remember him for his work in Law and Order UK. I mean, people always. I mean, not a day goes by. It was good.
It really was good.
He was, of course, in All Creatures Great and Small, a very popular Sunday TV show for your parents. And he was wonderful in that. And of course, in the late 90s, he was in a show called Campion, a supernatural X-Files, kind of preceded the X-Files in a way that obviously ripped that off. He is a trailblazer. Do you know what I mean? He there would be no David Tennant in that British style. I know David Tennant's Scottish, but the way he portrayed that very British English, let's say, that very English Doctor Who.
Peter Davison was an Englishman pretending to be English in the same way that David Tennant was a Scottishman pretending to be English.
In very similar.
Gotcha.
What I'm saying is that he blazed the trail because that look, that feel, that style, that English, that whole thing, that milieu, if you will, that David Tennant brings is impossible to achieve if Peter Davison hadn't done it first. So, not only Peter Davison, David Tennant owes a lot, but the entire of Doctor Who owes an entire debt to Peter Davison.
Isn't it because he's balls deep in Peter Davison's daughter?
That as well. Yeah.
Am I right? Is that
it's a circle of life.
I think that is the reference that.
I mean, he's so good. I loved him when he was the Fifth Doctor. He was amazing in the Five Doctors.
Was he the Fifth?
He was the Fifth, yeah.
Wow.
He was incredible, and not only that, in Campion he was great. I mean, he went on and on and on. And then he brought him back, of course. He's brilliant, cool. And by the way, when you meet him, I mean, it's just like, it takes you back. It takes you absolutely incredible. Yeah, I've met him. I have no words. For that guy. What a guy. I love him. Nothing but love for Peter Davison.
And scene. Right. Now I need to know why you don't like Peter Davison. I've not heard this story. I've no idea. What is this about?
You have to go back on the VOD. I can't hate, can I? I don't know if I'm allowed to hate now.
What I will say is,
I loved him for so long, but
Peter Davison was at MCon that I was at a few years ago, as well as Carmen, who sometimes comes to our streams, and Carmen took a signed photograph.
Yes.
Of his parents with Peter Davison that had been signed by Peter Davison. They took the photo, signed the photo, took it back to him, so he says he remembered the meeting.
Oh, really?
Because it was a special meeting that they'd won in a competition back when he was the Doctor, and apparently he was a super cool, nice chap. So. I'm saying you're wrong. It's basically
people can, but I don't have to explain myself. Obviously, I love Peter Davison, and if you want to know why I dislike Peter Davison, you can either check that clip doesn't help you. Maybe go back in my VODs and find out when the fuck I said that. Why? The truth is, because that's not a super long story, but certainly longer than this one, and would certainly crush the lovingness of this wonderful segment. I love Peter Davison.
Did he steal your Weetabix and beans?
That motherfucker really did. Really did.
Last week. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't...
I was there last week.
It wasn't the one we did I. It was H. Came up in H. I know that he doesn't begin with H, but we were talking about it. I honestly don't know.
Oh, maybe it was in the beginning when...
It was at the very start.
There we go. When we were on the tablet and I couldn't actually...
Yeah, it was at the beginning.
There we go. Yeah.
H is for hate.
Obviously, we were in the garden last week.
Do you know that's a fun segment?
It is.
And I found it kind of hard. We can... Oh my god. Fucking Peter Davison. I mean, wonderful, obviously. God, I hope he's doing all right. Right, is that the... hey, listen, I don't have to do any more, do I? What was
You don't. No.
We better in fact, hold over those ones for next week, because they were good.
Yeah.
Meetings at
There's
lot.
a lot there.
So funny.
And you say next week, we're just going to throw this in whenever we want.
Yeah.
So hold on to those.
It was good.
Some weeks will hate us, some weeks will love us, some weeks will neither. So hold on to that shit.
These anecdotes come out when and where, you know. But anyway, we're moving along. Perhaps we should move into our final segment.
I need to make a cocktail before we
Oh, yes, you do. Do your thing.
Yes, so I'm just going to jump onto the cocktail can and take my cocktail over there.
Oh, yeah. You're going to make 3 of these this time.
Fuck is my mouse? I am going to make.
Do you want me to quickly... Do you need a shaker?
No, I do not. I just need tall glasses. That's all I need.
Oh, you're okay then.
No, we're cool. We're good to go. So no, neither of us is going to be on the main camera. See you later. Bye.
I'll sit down. It's okay. We're okay.
Right.
Am I arsehole? Now I understand it. Your relish. Yes, I have to love on things that ordinarily I would normally hate. Cards Against Humanity is a really good choice. My true feelings about Cards Against Humanity have remained quiet. You can work it out yourself. A cocktail, says Caffeine Daydream. He's making one now. There he is in my kitchen. That's my actual kitchen. That's my actual chairs. It doesn't actually belong to me, but there you go. A random cocktail. Brandon and Will's Coke Float. A glass. Good start. Beer mug. Actions. Stir. Ice. That's very, very specific, Caffeine Daydream. What's in it? 2 scoops vanilla ice cream, 1 can Coca-Cola, 2 ounces of bourbon. So it's ice cream, Coke, and bourbon. I dig it. Cards Against Humanity, for dull drink peoples. I feel in the spirit of Lovers Gonna Love, I can't actually say my real feelings about Cards Against Humanity because it feels it takes away from the point of doing the whole segment in the first place. Catch me on a Thursday, I'll tell you what I think about that fucking game.
Where might I find your muddler, sir?
It might be laying down somewhere because I took it out of the cocktail shaker, so it might be like in front of you. Hold on, I'll find it for you. Because I think it might be in this sort of area because I drank. There it is. It's right in front of me. There you go. Yes, in the spirit of that, I can't tell you. But hey, listen, you might want to share what you think about Cards Against Humanity. I know that James has, and I also know that Susanna has. And those are very, very legitimate reasons for disliking that. Well, it's one of the kitchens at Borton Towers. It is. This is actually the servants' kitchen. The staff aren't allowed in. They actually are allowed in this one. This is the only one they are allowed, but they've been given the day off. I'm very kind. Yeah, absolutely. Mate, your face when you read the word cards, honestly, Duncan, could finish up with a pint of the top shelf. Honestly, I'd say Bazinga. If you're looking, this is my real actual kitchen. It looks a bit messy, but that's mainly because all that is in there. You can see there tequila in the background there, white rum, Aperol, some wonderful drinks all the way across there. Dullard drunkards with no imagination, which express my words a little better. What I'll say, James, is I don't think anyone with an ounce of imagination needs Cards Against Humanity. I'm certain, and if you're watching this stream, you're probably with me, I'm certain that you all have the ability to be tasteless bastards without cards. If we all went down the pub right now, we don't need the cards. We could just be terrible jerks. And you just saved yourself 25 quid. I flipped on Cards Against Humanity entirely. I used to find it hilarious at uni, and now I just think it gives you carte blanche to spew out hateful shit behind a veil of, oh, it's just a game. Yeah, I will comment on that. I totally agree. I can't not say, yeah. I think it gives people an opportunity to be to kind of say, oh, it was just the cards that made me say that hateful shit. I didn't really mean it. So, I mean, your mileage may vary, but what I will say is that if you're playing with friendly people, you can probably know where the line is. But if you're not, well, why are you hanging out with those people? So what are you making for us, Jez?
I am making a raspberry mojito.
Lovely. A raspberry mojito. I'm digging it.
So far I have muddled some raspberries, I've put in some granulated sugar, and I have covered your kitchen in lime juice.
That's okay. My kitchen was beautifully clean, unbelievably, because I tidied the flat. But don't worry about that. You do what your thing.
I was not worried.
I didn't think you were. I have never met Cards Against Humanity or Peter Davison. Well, that's a pity, because they're both wonderful.
I've never played
Well, don't worry. We won't. Loving the selection. Hey, there's some great selections there, Bazinga. There's some wonderful drinks there. All the classics you'd expect, from vodka through to rum, to dark rum, white rum. Some very specific types of rum. Vermouths, both red and white. Kahlua. You can just see in there the Malfi pineapple gin that I've got there. Some sugar. Some blood orange Negroni in there somewhere. It's wonderful stuff. Yeah, James. Honestly, it's just... I just can't. But you know I have to love on it, right, guys? It was certainly an experience when I played it with people, including my managers on a work team building thing. I just, honestly, it's just... I don't know. I think people substitute it for being them... not being themselves as so much as kind of like their own humour. Alex on speed. I've got to talk fast. Got to tell you what's going on. And this shit's coming over there. We can see Jez is muddling up with the muddler the raspberries. He's smashing those raspberries with the sugar. Let's put some alcohol in that. So Cards Against is just a grown-up version of Chavs who start a sentence with, I don't mean to bitch, but yeah. It is a bit like that, Bazinga. If you never played it, don't bother. Cards Against Humanity was very popular with the guys in my sixth form who like to make... Okay, yeah, sure, those sort of jokes tells you something. Yeah, people feel it gives them an opportunity to be able to do that stuff that otherwise they wouldn't. 3 drinks. Is there a guest? Yeah, there is. 3 drinks. Yeah, it's the only one she wanted. Orange whip. 3 orange whips. So yes. And it's not that much on speed. At 12 past 11. Hey, listen. 28 minutes, it'll be fine. What's the what?
What's the time?
Time is 12 minutes past 11. I've never played, quite glad I haven't. You won't miss it, honestly. You won't miss it, Bazinga. I don't know if you're a board game, card game fan, Bazinga. And thank you very much, by the way, Bazinga, for joining us again.
So in the interest of 10 past 11,
yeah.
Would you like to hit the sting for the segment that we like to call Am I the Arsehole?
Yeah, okay, let's do it. And he's here tonight! Okay, guys. We're going to move things along a little bit in the segment that we like to call Am I the Asshole?
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
This is I'm going to leave you there doing your thing there. Did nobody tell you I'm in the cupboard? You're not getting a fucking... You're not getting a cocktail. That's really what the knock at the door was. It was Mike Harmstone. This segment, the final segment, the segment we like to call Am I the Arsehole, where we read out arsehole-ish shit we found on the internet, specifically from the Reddit subreddit Am I the Arsehole. Many of you might have already read it, as it were. Man, that's a big one. So we read it out. You discuss whether you think this person is an arsehole or they aren't. Yes. End of segment, says Mike Harmstone. Mike Harmstone is the arsehole, says Reese. Well, we'll have to find out. I've got one. Jeremy's got one. And Jeremy's there just unleashing the Highland spring water there. Sparkling, sorry. We got this Reddit. Some of you might have read it. Some of you might have read it. That's how they got their name, god damn it. You can see, I'm just going to move some stuff back here. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to move this one into my mouth. And then when Jeremy returns... Are you done?
I am.
Shall I grab that one? Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I've got a fucking mess here.
It doesn't matter. Right.
Yes, water.
Is that for me? Thank you.
Beautiful. And I will say, expert mouse clicking to
thank
get
you.
this thing going. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah, the roof man. The guy on the roof needs one.
Okay. Right.
Cheers.
Cheers indeed. Is it good?
Thank you. It is good. I love it.
I sucked up a whole raspberry.
I just did the same thing. It's the hand. The cat is here. Is it a hand that grabbed it? Certainly.
We can't actually get any drink.
Listen,
floor is blocked.
I'm just going to take the top off the pineapple. Thank you very much for making this.
I got it now.
I'm struggling with the straw. I'm going to drink it like this.
You can definitely taste the sparkling water.
Yeah, we're really getting the sparkling water.
This one hasn't really hit. This is a disappointing finish, folks.
It's not the hit of the whole fruit. Don't worry, we can lie.
Yeah, this is fucking amazing.
Unbelievable. This
and
is
in no way does the fruit clog my straw.
probably the greatest triumph. Your greatest triumph beats Bacon Me Angry and the one we had earlier.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
I mean, those.
Got any cornettos in the freezer? Caffeine Daydream. There is not. My tiny kitchen, as you've seen, has not really got a lot of space, and the tiny freezer.
I have just been in his freezer. It consists of the following: ice.
So, shall we do Am I the Arsehole? Do you want to go first, or shall I go first?
You go first.
Okay, sure.
You've introduced it.
Here we go. I do like a cornetto, says Reese. How many cornettos would be ideal for you, Reese? Let's read this one out, and you can join in as you do. Just one, says Jay. I know it was obvious, but I enjoy it.
Just one cornetto.
Give it to me. 2, ? 3, profit. Right. Am I the arsehole for requiring an apology as a condition to return to work? Oh, so he did some shit, or she did some shit? He did some shit. Okay. Well, let's find out, guys. I, 32M, partially own a local pharmacy. Okay. Most of our patients are old folks, and a lot of them have the I'm old and I can do what I want mentality. As such, dealing with them can be quite challenging at times, but I do my best to keep them in check, and I do ban the truly intolerable patients. But if I kicked out every cranky old person that came in, we'd be out of business in a week. Last week, one of our clients came in on a really busy day and started getting nasty with one of our techs, 20F. I offered to step in for her because I know this dude's a dick. But she said she'd handle it. 5 minutes later, she stomped back in, shouting, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." Unbelievable, really, when you think about it.
No thanks.
No thanks. Grabbed her stuff and marched out the door. I ran after her and tried to calm her down, but she was having none of it. She said she was tired of dealing with jerks and giving them a pass just because they're old. I told her I understand her frustration, to take a 30-minute break, that I would deal with the jerk and then come back to work. She refused.
That rhymed as well. She didn't appreciate the rhyme, then she can go fuck herself.
I know, that rhymed, and you know it rhymes. I said if she wanted to take the day to really think before she made a decision while angry, I would give it to her. She said no and walked off. I was mad, but I understood, because now we're down a tech. We all had to stay an extra 3 hours after close just to catch up. Well, 3 days later, she called and apologised, half crying, saying she was having a bad day. She was overly stressed. She went on about how crappy her life was going and that she couldn't afford to be out of work now. I was sympathetic and told her if she wants her job back, she can have it back on 3 conditions. 1, seek help for dealing with her stress. I offered to pay for her therapy, stress management courses. 2, if she quits again, it's for keeps. 3, I expected a written apology to her co-workers, not me, for walking out on them mid-shift. She accepted 1 and 2, but refused the 3rd, saying it was humiliating. I said she walked out on her team mid-shift and left the rest of us to pick up the slack on her next shift, since I couldn't find a cover on 48 hours notice. That we were all stuck working late as a result of her sudden departure. She refused again and said she's not going to humiliate herself like that, and that she won't come back if I'm going to make her do that. I ended the conversation with, "If that's how you feel, then so be it. I'm sorry we couldn't make it work. I'll mail you your last check in the morning." I informed my partner, and she got mad at me. saying that my request was unreasonable. She agreed that it would be humiliating to her to write an apology like she was a little kid. I countered that adults don't just rage quit their jobs mid-shift with no notice. Now we're at an impasse. She wants to offer her job back, sans apology. And I want to move on and find someone new. I'm questioning my decision now. So am I the arsehole for making an employee apologise in order to get her job back? What's the feeling in the chat here?
We've got some confliction.
Oh, I love it. Confliction is the best bit.
Now, Duncan really threw in the first comment with power trip much. But then after that was pretty much a consensus of not the arsehole.
I don't think it's the arsehole.
Do you want your job back or not, says Aletha.
She walked out. By the way, there's loads of times I've done this where I've been in meetings where I'm like, listen, by the way, you're having an angry moment. Can I walk you back on this? Can I give you an opportunity to take back what you just said? Someone's like, flying off the handle.
Yeah.
Throwing their toys out of the pram. And I'm like, quietly to them, listen, just between me and you, we can
James thinks the boss is the arsehole.
We can kind of walk this one back if you're careful. No, fuck you. No, fuck you. I'm absolutely certain. Listen, this is your job here. We can... No, I love it. I want to leave. I dig it.
So here's the thing. Firstly, yes, he did that. He said, hang on, calm down, think about it, consider what you're doing. And she was like... Secondly, it took her 3 days
oh my God,
to reconsider her job. So I think at that point, yes, an apology is definitely warranted.
Yeah.
I don't really understand why an apology would be humiliating.
Here's the thing. People are very prideful, and I don't think they realise that apologies, especially fast apologies, here's a top tip, and I love it, is just like, if you've done something wrong, just apologise really fast. Get out ahead of that shit. It's going to stand you in good stead. And really, the faster you can do that, the better, I think, if you know you're wrong. And she should do it, but I don't think it should be mandated. I know where he's going with this, but I think she should come to that realisation on her own, you know.
But it's not an apology to him.
No.
I'd agree with you if it was, no, you can apologise to me for fucking me off. It's not what he's saying. It's, no, you left your co-workers, whom, you know, had to work an extra 3 hours because you upped and quit in the same conditions that they're in.
I mean, you've left. The job's gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a condition of work as such, because she doesn't work currently. It's a condition of getting a job.
It's a job. I'll offer you a job
if you apologise
to the guys you screwed over.
Yeah.
And by the way, that's so simple to do. You just go, listen, guys, all three of you or whoever was in the pharmacy, I was having a bad day. I'm so sorry. Listen, I felt really bad, but listen, right. I didn't want you to do. It should never have been taken out on you.
Like if you live in a world where you think an apology is an embarrassment, then I think you need to check your own ego there, really.
Yeah, an apology is never an embarrassment. I mean, surely you would just kind of want to clear the air, set the record straight. I was having a bad day. God, I'm so sorry. My boss gave me countless opportunities. I threw them all back in his face because I was having a terrible day. I'm sure you can understand that, but I'm so sorry. But like, not everyone has that kind of level of maturity to do that.
These dickheads, they fucked me off, and it took me to the end of my tether.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I took that out on you by getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah. An apology isn't worth anything, but a good worker is. I just think...
Well, that's an unfortunate byproduct of the current working conditions we live in.
Like, I don't think they're an arsehole, but like, maybe they are for a condition. Maybe you just go, listen, you had a bad... Because there's a lot... I mean, we're hearing it from their point of view. This person is so super cool and reasonable, and maybe they really are. And after all of being super cool and reasonable, you say, listen, you've got to come back, but you can come back, but you've got to tell these guys. But I would hope that they would do that themselves. I really would hope that would come out naturally and say, listen, come back. But I hope you can find the time to square things away, you know. But maybe you don't make it a condition. Apologies are so easily faked. Yeah, just fucking suck it up and get the job back. Just do it. Just fucking do it. Yeah. I don't think that they're the arsehole. I mean, I think...
Written apology, maybe not. Verbal is fine. Yeah.
Was it a written? Oh, yeah, it was
says written.
Well, I mean, email. How else were you going to tell them? I would just fucking tell them. I would just tell them. But I'm, you know...
I mean, if it's a written apology, you also don't have to look the person in the eye when you apologise for screwing them over. So there's a bonus there, right?
Like a written apology feels like an email, which is fine. but in a pharmacy with like about 5 dudes in it. Do you know what I mean? You can't imagine
Yeah.
it'd be easier just to stand up in front of everybody.
AA pharmacy. Sorry, I fucked off. Cheers. Bye.
This just gives fake people a way back. I mean, I do feel that fake people, and in this regard, people like this can tend to get caught out. If this were to happen again down the line, that would be the game. So the question is, how many chances do you give a person? You know,
I mean, personally, I wouldn't be even giving her the opportunity to apologise.
That would be the game.
Back.
Yeah, I wouldn't. But do you want to do your Am I the Arsehole?
Yes, I do. We're not going to agree on this one, are we? So.
No, it's very... I love this one because it's really made everyone very, you know...
Right. This one, I think, is going to have
a bite of my
similar vigour in the chat.
You picked some good ones.
It took me a while, to be fair. Am I the arsehole for 2 sisters thinking I was trying to hit on them when trying to be friendly?
Oh, I love this already.
We've been on vacation in a resort for a few days now, and I wanted to meet some new people while at it, or just have a good time chatting. I saw 2 girls, 16 and 18 siblings, laying on the grass. One of them had a Formula 1 team's shirt on. Me, being a Formula 1 fan, decided to go and have a chat with them. It went really well, and they were surprisingly kind-hearted. We ended up talking until 12 a.m. when their parents called them over for snacks. Since it was already late, I excused myself, got up, exchanged snaps, and right when I was about to say bye, one of them went, "So, which one of us are you taking out tomorrow?"
Oh, snap.
I chuckled
Literally.
and said, "I don't know, haha," thinking it was just a subtle joke to open sincerity, but she was serious. Both of them were looking at me as if I was already supposed to ask one of them out, and this was giving me a second chance to tell me, "Shoot your shot if you don't want to miss the opportunity."
How old is this person? Does it say?
It doesn't say how old he is, but you'd assume kind of in that
In their ballpark.
16 to 20 kind of range.
Okay,
I would
cool.
say in the same kind of range as them.
Let's say they're 18-year-olds.
The thing is, I never wanted to hit on them in the first place. I genuinely wanted to have a good time talking and meeting new
Oh,
people.
shut up.
I was dumbfounded and told them this. They proceeded to scold me, saying that my words and action implies I was really trying to seduce them.
Scold?
And me backing out was a really pussy move after giving the opposite party signals. I still tried to reason with them before their parents heard the argument and came over. I left. I didn't try rewind. I didn't try to seduce them. I acted friendly and kind. Maybe a couple subtle moves that would maybe indicate I was interested in them, but nothing too strong.
Why did you say that?
My first inner response immediately told me that I did nothing wrong, that they interpreted it differently and acted out. But I still want to get some insight from the outside, since my judgment will be biased towards me most of the time. Am I the arsehole?
Yep.
No way. No way. No way. Right.
Feel free not to seduce whoever you like. Listen,
Yeah.
maybe
Thank you, Elisa.
maybe a couple
Thank
of things I did, but I mean, I'm not going to... Why add that sentence in?
No. Fuck you.
Maybe
Listen
I
here.
was, but
Listen
I
here,
wasn't. Why
Look,
add that sentence
look.
in?
In this whole situation, like, he has not entered this in with any kind of like sexual intention in any way,
No,
shape,
he
or
hasn't.
form. And I absolutely think it's important to normalise non-sexual conversation between
Oh, totally, I
between
agree.
men and women. And so for them to turn around and be like, "So obviously you've just been talking to us because you want to get in our pants." Fuck you, man. Get fucked.
Not everyone does that. Some people are just very friendly. I'm very friendly. I mean, sometimes with the intention.
You are trying to get in everyone's pants.
I am, that's true.
Yeah.
But
This is the exception that breaks the rule.
yeah, I just feel like I'm with you, by the way. All joking aside, I just feel like this person's obviously... But, like, why say that sentence where, like, maybe a couple of things I said were flirty, but I mean, I didn't mean it. Just drop that sentence out entirely and we're fine.
He's a massive fucking nerd.
I think maybe he just didn't realise
I don't think
quite
he
what
has a sexual thought in his brain.
He just went in, chatted to them for ages, and they were like, "Well, obviously you're hitting on us, so which one of you is going to ask out?" And he was like, "Oh, well, neither of you, because I was just having a nice time."
Actually,
I mean, I bought them cakes once. I did buy some girls some cakes, and one of them messaged me. So it's a circle of life, Harmstone. Wheel of Fortune. I don't know. I just feel like it would be. I mean, in the back of his mind, he's thinking. I mean, also, Hold on a minute.
Snacks at midnight.
He bitten by B. Orton. I
Proud of
thanks very much, Marv Stone. Listen, he should be so fucking lucky without an ounce of effort. He just went. Where did this start? They were on holiday together. He just got 2 girls.
I'm just gonna throw it fucking out there. The correct answer was yes.
Yes.
Which one of us are you gonna ask out? Yes.
Are they on holiday? Sorry, I missed the
They're
first
on
bit.
holiday in a vacation resort.
The answer is
he just threw away the opportunity for a threesome.
He's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot. Like, even right at that moment, you know when sometimes someone doesn't realise what the excuse is, right? Say your parents have caught you doing something and they'll say, "Did you do this?" And you go, "Yes." Like, they excuse yourself. One time I was cycling down somewhere I shouldn't have been cycling, roads away where I was allowed to be. I fell off my bike, I scratched off all my knees, and I was bleeding, and I came back, and I knew that if I told my parents the truth, I'd be grounded for weeks. And my mum said, "What did you do?" And I was like, "I can't tell you, because if you knew, I was like roads away, basically. You
I
ground
completely
me."
stacked it on my bike trying to flirt.
I didn't. I wasn't a flirting thing, but the point I'm trying to make is that I said, "Well, and she went, were you on Robert Byron's bike?" And I was like, "Yes," because that was not a grounding offence. I went, yeah, I totally was. And she was like, "Well, okay, let me clean you up." And I'm like, "Okay, great." So I just feel like when you get into a situation where someone gives you a fucking out, you fucking take it. And if you've been chatting to 2 girls for all night, and then one of them goes, "Which one of us are you going to take out?"
But the out here was a threesome, Alex. That's
Yeah,
the strange
yeah, right.
thing.
I mean, and he goes, "Neither." The answer is not. The answer isn't neither.
The correct answer is both.
And if you can't get that done, you go, "Well, I mean, it would be unfair of both of you to choose. So how about you tomorrow and you the day after?" Boom, get that shit done.
Winner takes all.
Winner takes it all. He is missing an opportunity.
So I don't think he's the arsehole.
No.
I think he's
an idiot.
A moron. But
which one of us are you going to take out? Neither. I'm too cool for that.
Massive rookie error, yeah.
Your rookie error.
Like, hey, I've just found like a member of the opposite sex who has the same interests as me, and we've just chatted for hours. I guess I'm not interested.
He has failed. Always be chatting up 101. I will teach that course. And if you need help,
if there's any man who is the perfect man to teach always be chatting up 101, it is probably always be chatting.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, yeah, I think I'm the guy that could teach that course. And speaking of that course, it's 11:32 and I need to go.
You do need to go. So we will very swiftly say thank you very much.
It's been a great night.
I will cheers you with my vaguely alcoholic water.
Thank you very much. Thanks for making it.
It's been a wonderful show. We'll be back next week.
Yes, at
on
yours.
My channel, at my house.
The Jez Show.
For the
Thanks,
last Don't Get Me Started of August before we take a little summer holiday.
We're all going on a summer holiday. I'm going LARPing. Maybe you're going LARPing. You're going to Wales. We're having a wonderful time.
Exactly. So tune in next week, or you're going to have to wait a very, very long time. September. See you later.
See you later.
Bye.